Hi, friends. Welcome in. It's a Friday, baby. It's a football Friday.
Friday.
And it is a true football Friday. Football Friday.
I'm going to let you have a little bit of fun with
There's a fantastic, good-looking Frenchman on the television right now.
Thierry
now.
Henry.
Thierry Henry.
It does sound better than Henry.
I know.
Henry.
Thierry Henry.
Yeah. Theory?
Thierry Henry. There is the Paramount Plus Champions League pregame and postgame show.
Whoa.
In which he sits on, and it's borderline inside the NBA level. Like, those guys are idiots, and they make fun of him. Thierry's always very upset. What do you got for me?
We have breaking news.
Really? I don't have a...
Matt Campbell will be Penn State's new head coach if they agree to terms.
Is that official?
It's from Parker Fleming.
I don't know who that is.
He is a college football guy who is very well respected.
I'm just joking. I know who that is. I just wanted to throw shade
Yep.
for no reason at
Nope.
somebody I've never met.
Matt Campbell, that's pulling a diamond out of the fire.
That is pulling a diamond out of the fire. Wow. There's a giant clock in front of me right now.
Look at that.
What is that about?
That's a hint at somebody.
Better not be at me.
Oh, trust me, it's not at you.
Side note. Let's back. Okay, wait.
I feel
Hi,
like
friends.
that is definitely squarely at the afternoon show.
Let's back this up a moment, okay? I got Thierry Henry on television. I got Matt Campbell at State College. But the biggest thing in my world right now is a giant clock in front of me.
Well, I will,
You said clock, right?
Yeah.
Clock.
Clock.
What'd you think I said?
Emphasis on the L.
I'm just kidding.
A Glock?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
that's
A
it.
Glock 9 in front of
Yeah,
me?
that's definitely what we thought.
I have held a Glock in my life.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, the no L. Now I follow.
There you go.
Now I
Christmas
follow.
time. No
South
L.
Carolina. Got it. I'm all over the place today. Goodness gracious. Homesy.
It's a Friday. This one could be
Homesy. Homesy.com. Paramount Plus.
Do all of the things.
Web Jams.
Do good night?
Did I have a good night?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, I was working on a project. The wife and I have a party to go to tomorrow.
Oh, holiday party or
A holiday party with our friends. My buddy who I stayed with at Oregon's when I went to the Oregon State Wazoo game, he is coming up there staying at our house. We're returning the favor on that.
nice?
I have some friends coming in from Moscow, Idaho. And most of us are local, and it is a white elephant exchange known as Fifthmas, where all white elephant gifts are liquor based. So it is a drinking fiesta,
Okay.
and it is a drinking party fiesta. There's some people there that don't drink, and we oblige and have fun with it. This year, I've decided to take my gift very seriously, and I am making. Oh, I don't know if I should say this. There might be people listening. I don't care. I am making. I just realized my friends don't care what I do.
There you go.
I'm making 6 pre-batched cocktails, and that is my gift, my white elephant gift. And I was telling Rusty when we were prepping for the show, to make those cocktails, I had to make sure they tasted good. And then it was 11:30, and my daughter was up, and the wife and I were like, "Uh-oh." So I think, yes, I had a good night.
Next
last
thing
night.
you knew, they were all gone.
There was a moment last night where I was doing stuff, and I was doing some prep, and I had my computer open, and then you jumped on the show sheet, and I tried to type in the show sheet "hello" to you,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you weren't.
I didn't see it.
You weren't having it.
It happens.
I was afraid that he thought it was like left over. So I said, "Hello, Danny. It's 10:22 and I can see you." And I got no response.
No, I didn't see it.
I know we could have like texted,
For sure.
but I thought it would be more fun to do that.
Yeah, no, I was taking a look to see if we had anything else on there after catching up on everything. And I was like, all right, we're good here. We're good here.
I think we're good.
We're good here. But, yeah, no, we did the tree decorating last night.
Oh, nice. We're doing that tonight at my house.
It was my first time stuffing a tree.
Stuffing a tree.
Stuffing versus hanging.
Is this like bad food with soggy bread?
No. So I grew up in a house that...
See, I have an issue with this.
I know you're so mad that I hate stuffing.
Well, no, it's not. It's not stuff. It's the stuffing versus the hanging. And do we really need to point out these kinds of differences?
There is a difference,
You're
though.
putting I understand. You're putting a gall darn ornament on a tree and some tinsel and stuff.
It does.
I
It does.
almost just cursed.
Yeah, I know. I saw.
Yeah.
It is a.
Dude, we're banger day
Yeah.
today, you and me.
There is a difference. My family, we grew up with the the Douglas firs. You know,
Why can't we just call it decorating the tree?
I did until I stuffed one. So like, but we had the
I hate it.
I'll stuff you.
there you go.
Duck and cider. I hardly know her.
Exactly. I grew up with like the Douglas fir trees, and I didn't really know the difference between the Nobles and the Douglases until really this year. I was like, I knew there was a difference, but what was it really? Well, the Douglases have like more spacing. They're good for hanging ornaments, and we had like, when I was growing up, before we went fake tree, we had 11 billion ornaments. There were so many ornaments. There was the bought ones. There was the family ones that have been passed down. You know, the stitched ones.
The one you made when you were 4 years old
Yep.
that looks like trash, but mom won't throw away.
100%.
I got like 30 of those.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So they just stockpile over years and years. I'm like, when we get done, there'd be a couple hundred ornaments hanging on this thing, and we had every freaking light known to man, and it was just like, oh my gosh. You know, Tiff and I did it last night, and it was like there was a lot, but it wasn't nearly as much. And for me, I thought it looked better. It looked like I don't know, it just looked like Christmas.
Like Christmas.
You know, it was just one of those things. I was like, you know what? I think I like this. The only downside of stuffing the tree is if you go anywhere near it, if you bump it at all,
Everything destroyed.
stuff, because she's got these bigger than softball sized ornaments that you put in there. And if you look sideways at it, it's on the floor. Even if it's like stuffed
That's
all the
why
way
you
in there.
still use that damn hook and
Well, it doesn't-
put it on
it doesn't
a
have 'em.
branch.
It doesn't have them.
That's
And
my guy over
I was
there.
thinking, do we go like double-sided tape kind of a deal here? Like, but then you have to reach it off from
Okay, look, you're over. What are we doing?
Oh, Russ is
What are we
pissed.
doing?
Love this.
Hang a damn ornament.
It's just, you know,
They have hooks. They always have hooks.
These
or
don't.
a little thread loop.
All of mine have hooks
okay.
or thread loops. All of them.
I will find
I'm
a way.
already done.
See, I will find a way to conquer this.
I will live stream tonight my decorating of the tree.
Okay. Well, you know
I
what?
don't know how to do it, but I'll figure it
I
out.
want a picture, and we can put up blind side by side who decorated better.
Well, I have like 3 kids under the age of 13 helping me,
That seems like it's helpful.
and I'm blind,
yeah.
and I will be drinking.
So, but
Probably shouldn't, but
Yeah,
I will.
no, see, listen, but yeah, you got 3 kids helping decorate the tree. That's like having them scoop the cat's litter boxes. It just it never goes well.
I'm just saying,
It's
you
a
know,
mess.
Maybe it's the adornment of children will win out.
You know, every time I scoop the kitty litter box, life is good because I don't scoop it. I just dump it all in a bag and start from fresh.
Oh,
Oh, so we have the flushable litter.
Oh,
Oh.
really?
Yes.
The biodegradable.
Yeah, it's called a.
It's like, no, I just flush it.
It's called Sweet Scoop. No, it really is.
I don't have a
it's,
cat box. My cat just poops in the toilet.
It is flushable litter. So we take it
I've
in the
seen that.
bathroom, we scoop it, and we flush it.
I've seen that stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
It's the simple things in life.
Yeah.
I love how I'm just making tree decorating competitive because I can't not do anything not competitively.
It's a really strange thing about you, Daniel Meringue.
Just got to find a way. Who can eat faster? Who can drink more water? Who can talk faster? I don't know. I'll find it.
You were very excited that the kid decided to go to Ohio State.
Not Ohio State, just not Oregon.
Just not Oregon. It's so strange, man.
Well, Danny was out the second he learned that USC was no longer in the mix.
yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Still the number 1 class in the country. Suck it. It's a fun thing in life.
Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
What are we? 9-3, 8-4.
9-3.
I can't wait to see all those guys actually play under a new coach at USC.
Dan Lanning.
Is that fair? Dan Lanning?
Pete Carroll.
Pete No, I think he still has show cause
Yeah.
for the NCAA.
Yeah, it was a long time. It's a long time.
I think it's only 10 years. His show cause has got to be up. Could Pete go back to college and be okay at it?
Yeah.
Everything you did illegally, bud, you can do now.
Yeah, it's all legal now.
It's all good to
Love
go.
to see it.
Brings the whole crew back. He's got Lane and Sark and Ola Edo. Go Beavers. Get him on the staff as well, and everything's good to go. Just a nice fat.
Just a little revival. Lane's like, you know what, LSU? I'm out.
I'm gonna go be the quarterback coach at USC because Sark gets the play calling duties.
No, I want the other way
Well,
around.
nobody wants Sark on play calling duties. Texas doesn't want Sark on play calling duties.
Sark can work with quarterbacks. I'm okay with that.
Okay, so swap him.
Swap him. Yeah.
Swap him.
Lane calling plays.
Because Sark was above, wasn't he? In the pecking order.
Yes.
Yes, I believe that's how it was at the time.
Actually, I had to think about that. I was like, yeah, no, Sark was.
Making tree decorating competitive is the clearest sign of being old and washed.
I mean, I have to find things. I'm not out here running 40s anymore.
Look, apparently LeBron James is old and washed. So the second he becomes old and washed is the second I become old and washed.
3 months younger than me. So there you go. Caught him too.
Oh, he's 3 months younger than you?
Mhm.
Wait a sec. You're 40?
41.
You're 40,
He'll be 41 like next week.
and you just turned 41.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That math then
Mhm.
checks out
Hey,
pretty well.
Hey, easy. Easy over there.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
he's a December guy. If
I'm not very good at math, all right? Is this a math show?
That being said, I think Tiger
Coming up
Wood-
in the
Tiger Woods I think turns
50.
this month.
coming up in the big nooner. Is long division really worth it?
December 30th, he turns 41. So yeah,
I
he's,
knew it
he's
was in December.
three months younger than me.
And I am 41. Are you class of 2003?
No, 02.
02. I am class of 03.
Yeah.
Me and LeBron are 03.
I should have been 03 or 04.
94.
94.
Yes.
The Dave Matthews Band
Mm.
just put out their first album.
Yeah, I remember coming home my first winter break in my freshman year at college and going and hitting the listening bank at Circuit City.
Yeah,
Ooh, no,
baby!
didn't go Tower Records.
And that's where I found the first time Dave Matthews and Hootie and the Blowfish and the Foo Fighters.
little hook action.
I don't.
Landed on the moon.
Was there a Tower Records in this town?
Yeah, Beaverton.
Beaverton
In,
Mall.
oh, in Beaverton.
Beaverton
Again,
Mall.
Vista Ridge Tunnel. We talked
yeah.
about this yesterday. Anything west of the Vista Ridge Tunnel.
That Tower Records was huge
It
too.
was, yeah.
It wasn't.
It was a big one.
It wasn't that wide though. It was like dumb long all the way back. It was kind of a weird setup store.
Yeah, it's like a what do they call those? That like a shotgun townhome.
Yeah, it was kind of weird how it was set up, but it felt like you would just like the aisles. There's only like 5 or 6 aisles, but they felt like they went on a mile. But they had the whole back wall on the right hand side was the listening bank, and they had everything. It was crazy.
Where did I go? I think I went to the mall, like Sam Goody or
Oh, what was the other
what's
one?
the other one? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. There was
yes.
Sam Goody, and then the other one is the one I liked more.
Hang on here.
I feel like they had it at the Vancouver Mall.
See, I'm the other way. When you say the Vista Ridge Tunnel, like it was kind of the other way around for me.
You didn't know anything east,
Like getting
downtown.
through, yeah, like going downtown was like, oh my god, it was like Lord of the Rings. It's like, oh my
Heading
god,
to Mordor.
yeah. I was like, it's so far, and don't even get me started on Vancouver. That might as well be another country. When I was younger, good, absolutely not.
They act like it's another country up there.
I mean-
they're so
Oh
protective.
yeah, you want to talk about the Vista Ridge Tunnel being your boundary? That's the Columbia River for me.
There you go.
I cross that bridge twice a day, sometimes 3 or 4 times a day.
Yeah,
I guess I wouldn't want to cross it 3 times. That'd be an odd number.
yeah, that'd be weird.
Right? Yeah.
I was either stuck on one side
Mm.
and then or stuck on the other.
Tax reasons.
Taxes.
Yeah.
Taxes.
That's what it is.
I pay 9% just to work here with you idiots.
Mm.
Oakley Dokley, we got a great show for you today. A lot to get to. In hour number deuce, we'll get into some NFL chatter coming into the weekend. The thrown away quarterback and the next throwaway quarterback, they face off this week, plus Web Gems. We'll get to some fun NBA drama chatter in the Big Nooner Hour. The World Cup draw is on right now. We will talk about that. As my good friend Brandon Sprague would say, I'm going bowling. This team is not for some reason. So there's a lot to get to, but we'll start in college football where it all gets settled on the field this weekend. Question mark? 105.1 The Fan. 10:18 here, Portland Sports Leader. Don't you forget it, baby. We're live, as we always are, from the shadows of the historic Fremont Bridge. 503-864-6326. That's the fan text line. She'll let you interact with us throughout the entire day. YouTube.com/1051 The Fan. Come watch our ugly faces. See my beautiful Christmas tree that nobody has messed with, and I'm very appreciative of that. Shout out to all the other hosts that sit in these chairs for not messing with my tree.
No phallic ornaments.
Well, I was gonna say, to be fair, too, there's only been one ROP day this week. So
Hey, he let it go.
he did.
You know, me and Rob, we're tight. Thick as thieves. He knows what that tree means to me.
Does he know what the water means to you?
I have no comment about this water situation, okay? I ended the government shutdown. I am the good guy here, okay? I am clear of all wrongdoings. And I probably will be for the rest of my life here at 1080 The Fan, 105.1 FM.
Well, like we talked about, maybe y'all just need to start making that trip out to about milepost 30 or so on Highway 26 and hit the old fantastic mountain spring water.
I was absolutely blown away that you and Dusty told me about that.
Like it's well known.
That is
It is
amazing.
It's like I think it's world famous.
And I did not know. I feel stupid. I feel really dumb
You
for
should.
not knowing that. I love water. Water is so awesome.
Like I said,
I know that
doesn't matter any time of day. They got one on each side of the road. Doesn't matter what time of day. You got 2,
It's
3,
not-
4 cars lined up.
it's
waiting.
not closed for the holidays.
Nope. But there's always cars there. Always.
I don't even mean this pretentious. I don't mean it arrogant or making a joke. Water is awesome. I think water is severely underrated.
It is. I have my big bro jug, and I'm now discovering, because my bro jug doesn't have a blowhole, I can't do like the full chug. I gotta go lip off.
What do you mean?
Like,
I'm uncomfortable.
I trust me. That's what I'm going for. There's no hole in the top, so you can't, like, if you try to just like pound it.
Oh, I know. I hear you. It goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's no
And
no
then-
vent.
Yeah. No
Yes.
blowhole.
Yeah.
See, I have. You
God,
can
I
get
hate
one of
you.
these. You see this thing right here? Show for the YouTubers.
Oh, the little sipper, so you don't
It's
make
a
a
little
mess.
sipper. That is, I
Little-
just
little
made a
sip-
mess
yeah,
by
say,
taking it
little-
off.
Little sippy cup.
But there is a vent in there, so you can house this bee if you want.
Because I don't know why. I always like to house water.
Me too, dude.
It's just like
I'm a chug water
Yeah.
kind of
So,
guy.
yeah. My wife.
My
she
father-in-law-
got me my own custom.
I saw
Yeti
that.
here.
You-
Yes.
You got your name lasered
She got
on
yes,
there.
with my name emblazoned on it.
I'm fairly certain my father-in-law does not drink water. I've never seen him drink still water in my entire life.
It'd be funny if he just wakes up and drinks a gallon, and that's good for the day.
But nobody sees him because he just got out of bed.
Well, like my mom, I think the only liquid that she consumes is Diet Coke. Like that's it.
There's water
I
in
think
it.
that's it.
President of the United States does the same thing. Look
Yeah.
at him. Full bill of health.
Man, look like leather.
He has head tests too. Apparently he aces all of them.
It's like I
Why
told
are you
you-
taking so many all the time?
It's like I told you guys earlier today up there on the old World Cup draw. He looks like C. Thomas Howell in Soul Man.
Yeah, it's tough.
I don't know that reference, but it's awesome.
Yeah,
Check it out.
Just pull a Google on that one.
He's trying to get into a college that he can't get into because he's not good enough as a white man. So he goes in blackface.
What do we got? Is that Shaquille O'Neal, Tom's Braids, Rio Ferdinand? Who else did I see come out there? Aaron Judge. Bunch of MAGA losers
Wow.
at the World Cup draw. They probably are. They're all rich. Everybody rich loves rich people,
It's fair.
except me.
You rich?
No.
Okay.
That'd be a cool twist. It'd be a great twist. Great college football slate this weekend as we're in conference championship week. And I tease it will all be settled on the field, but will it actually? I don't know what I just did.
Look at
to
you
make that
turning your
happen.
volume on again.
That's wild. I think I hit something on my computer. It's college football championship week this weekend, and there's a lot to be settled on the field. And I was kind of talking with Dirt during our transition on this. I feel bad for the James Madisons of the world
Why?
because they're going to house Troy this weekend, and unless Duke beats Virginia, they have no chance to get to the playoff. Because ahead of them is North Texas Tulane. Those are both ranked teams in a conference championship. They will be the winner of that game is going to the playoff. Hey, we talked about Oregon USC being a playoff eliminator. This is literally a play-in game between North Texas and Tulane.
Which is kind of dumb because it's not supposed to matter.
I know, right? Conference championships don't matter.
They
There's
made a
both of
big
them.
deal about how it's not going to impact anything, and now like, well, the conference championship is like,
Only in the SEC and the Big Ten.
yeah. Well, the SEC one's going to matter.
Is it?
if Georgia beats Bama, there's a good chance Bama falls out. I don't think they should, but
I don't think they will.
I don't know.
I would like to see this all settled on the field this week, but it's just not going to happen. I would love BYU to get in. They're playing Texas Tech. That's the most fascinating game of the weekend for me. We'll get
Georgia
in.
Bama's not?
No, it's
Okay.
not. We'll get into the Big Ten game here in a minute. So we'll save that for a second. But BYU Texas Tech is fascinating to me because I want to see if BYU can take a crack at them.
I mean, they got raffle stomped.
I know, and that's
first
why.
matchup.
And that's why I'm kind of like that can't be the same thing. I mean, it's
I mean,
similar.
it can.
It can, but it's similar to like why Oregon fans would want to see Indiana again. Is it going to go the same way, or did we learn something?
I think it goes the same way, but
I think that's Georgia Bama's that same way.
Yeah.
Is it going to go the same way, or is it going to be different? I think most of us, if we're putting a gun to our head and putting bets on these games, I think most of us are taking Georgia in that game. Are we not?
no.
You're not.
Kirby's got a Bama problem.
But Bama has like a run the ball problem.
And yet,
Yeah, I guess.
this is again, Kirby's got the better team. He's the better coach. All those things. He's like, every team has that team or has that coach that is just a problem for them. And you hope it's not your rival.
I mean, growing up, or not growing up, but when I was in college, we had a Cal problem.
Mhm.
Couldn't beat Cal Berkeley.
And Lanning has a DeBoer problem.
Lanning does have a
USC had an Oregon State problem.
problem. They did. Mark Sanchez. What
It was
up,
just
dude?
like, why? Why does this keep happening? It
Yeah.
seemed like every time we went to Corvallis, it was a house of horrors.
Mark Sanchez and who's the other one? Booty.
Booty.
Did Booty lose there
Yeah.
too? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, everybody's got their kryptonite,
and it's just weird. And again, you hope it's not a rival because then
you also hope that it's more of a coach than a helmet.
yeah.
Because like you had said, USC has an Oregon State problem. Georgia has a Bama problem. At least Lanning only has a DeBoer problem.
Mm-hmm. And he gone.
Because once DeBoer left, then there's no problem. Although, what's the classic line? If Oregon plays Bama and loses, it's 0-4 against DeBoer.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'll make those T-shirts right now.
Kinda-
I would buy one of those.
Kind of hoping the
t-shirts.
bracket shakes out that way, just
for the drama?
For the drama.
I'll tell you what, I'm no Oregon hater or lover. I try to be extremely neutral. If they lose to Alabama, if somehow that happens and they lose to DeBoer again, I will purchase an 0-4 against DeBoer shirt.
I mean,
and I'll rock it.
it's one of those things where it's like that's his demon right
Yeah,
there. Like
yeah.
that's his bugaboo. He's got his goat. Whatever you want to say,
But I'd rather be a bugaboo against a team or against a coach than a team. Because
Yeah.
coaches leave.
they do. I honestly, I'd be more interested in seeing Oregon Bama than I would be Oregon Indiana rematch.
I think so too. I think a lot of us just want to see new blood, and that's the whole point of this college
Yeah.
football playoff. And that's kind of what I'd love to see go through. I mean, are we rooting for Duke?
Yeah, I am.
Because none of us are believers in Virginia.
Virginia's got a great offense, but beyond that, it's like, who's the guy? Like, who's the guy that's going to win you the game? And like, with
I love
SMU,
Duke.
yeah, you go.
I
Like
love Duke.
with SMU last year, like it was Kevin Jennings, the quarterback. You were like maybe, and then nope, didn't like. Let's say USF was the Group of 5 team. I'd be like Byron Brown.
Yeah,
You got.
we'd all be in on that.
I'd be like, I will be there. You know what I mean? Like, or Georgia Tech, Haynes King. I
I'll
will
be
be
there.
there. Like that's one of those things where
appointment watching.
yeah, where like North Texas, I will be there. You know what I mean? Like that's you've got a quarterback that is just putting up bonkers numbers. It's just like what's his name? Mestemaker. He's throwing for after this game, he'll throw for 4,000 yards and probably 30 plus touchdowns with 4 picks. Like he's a dude in college
Yeah.
football.
Yeah, and that's why I'm rooting for North Texas.
Yeah,
'Cause
no,
I want to see if that quarterback slangs the rock.
yeah. I'm all in on that. Like
And what if you catch a team that what if you catch a team like a Virginia who's got a great offense but a kind of meh defense? A team like North Texas could throw the ball on you and cause problems. If North Texas plays Georgia, bye.
Yeah.
Like okay. If North Texas plays Oregon, I'm going to say bye.
honestly, I would like to see if North Texas beats Tulane in the title game. I would like to see North Texas the 11 seed.
I do too. I wonder, and that's why I'm like, is this going to get settled on the field? I would love the committee
Dead balls.
to have some cojones and say that we think the Group of 5 team is better than the ACC champ or an at-large and put them in. I think that would be fantastic. It would set a precedent.
Yeah.
Because someone just mentioned on the YouTube
Let
chat,
it stand for itself.
giving a spot to Tulane, North Texas, JMU in the playoff is just a participation trophy for the season. Changed my mind. I will change your mind. Boise State beat Oklahoma in a Fiesta Bowl. One of the greatest games I ever saw in my entire life. Utah beat Alabama in a playoff, or not a playoff game, in a bowl game.
Mhm.
One of the greatest upsets of all time.
Yes.
Like, this stuff's cool.
They're rare, but when they happen, they're just etched in history. You're like, yep, that was a great team.
Without a doubt. They're too fun.
Jared Zabransky never has to buy a meal or a drink in Boise, ever.
Ever. We know that guy's name.
Jared Zabransky played at Hermiston High School.
Alex Smith went number 1 overall because Herb and Utah beat Alabama.
It's nuts.
It's crazy. I'm here for it. Unfortunately, I don't think it'll be settled on the field. I bet you Texas Tech wins, Tulane will win, James Madison's left out, Virginia wins, Ohio State wins, Georgia wins, and then we just sit here on Monday and yell why Alabama's in the playoff. Who's more egregious? What would be more egregious, real quick, before we get out of here? I know we're up against it. What's more egregious to you? Alabama loses in the SEC championship game, gets in, or Notre Dame being in and Miami not? What's more egregious?
Notre
to
Dame
you?
being in over Miami.
That's
There's
still,
no matter
what?
There's a literal head-to-head.
Even if Alabama had 3 losses,
Yes.
it's still more egregious that
Yes.
Notre Dame's in.
Yes.
Well, they're getting in, buddy.
Which is gross. But it's the brand.
They're getting in.
I don't like it.
I mean, I like Jeremiah Love.
I do too.
I'm down to watch another game.
Look, there's players on that team that I really like, but I hate that freaking helmet. I hate
CJ
that
Carr?
little leprechaun.
I'm excited to see CJ Carr in the next couple years.
Yeah,
I think
I mean,
could
he's-
be. I think
he's
he could
done
be a
some
good
stuff this
quarterback.
year.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, stupid golden domers.
That guy fell off a scaffolding and died.
Yeah. Mm,
He literally killed the dude.
yeah.
When we
Hope y'all
come,
had a shitty day.
yeah, you too, buddy. When we come back, the game nobody is talking about, including us,
Mm.
in that last segment, talking about conference championship.
I danced around it.
I know. I appreciate you indulging me, but we'll get to that next. The game nobody is talking about. Just an average 1 versus 2, 5 o'clock tomorrow. No biggie. Winner gets the number 1 overall. No big deal.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. We'll do that next. There's Rust.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on The Fan, the Trailblazers continue their road trip this afternoon in Detroit against the Pistons. 4:30 tip on KUNP, 2.2 on your antenna or Xfinity Channel 302. Donovan Clingan, Chris Murray, Robert Williams III are all questionable. The Blazers are 7.5-point underdogs. Portland 9-13 on the season, 10th in the Western Conference. The Lakers at the Celtics starts tonight's prime video doubleheader. Boston 6.5-point favorites in the 4 o'clock tip. Then it's the Thunder looking for win number 14 in a row. They are 15.5-point favorites hosting Cooper Flag and the Mavericks. Paolo Banchero expected to make his return for the Magic tonight against the Heat. He's missed the last 10 games due to a left groin strain suffered November 12th against the Knicks. Yahoo Sports, Ross Dellinger reporting Penn State finalizing an agreement with Iowa State head coach Matt Campbell to become the Nittany Lions' next head coach. The Des Moines Register says Campbell must pay $2 million to leave the Cyclones. Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon said today quarterback Kyler Murray will miss the rest of the season due to a foot injury. Colts cornerback Sauce Gardner out Sunday against the Jaguars with a calf injury, and ESPN's Jeremy Fowler reporting Lions defensive back Brian Branch suffered a torn Achilles in the fourth quarter of last night's win over the Cowboys. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Jeff Rust from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The home of the Fan Happy Hour with Luke Anderson. Weekdays 2 to 3. The Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
Hey, look at that. The World Cup draw is actually going on. They're actually doing something now. We'll get to that in the Big Nooner. I'm so stoked, dude. I'm so stoked for the World Cup this summer.
We have Olympics, Winter Olympics to carry us through the winter, and then we have World Cup through the summer.
Dude, it's awesome. Buckle up,
oh
everybody.
man, it's gonna be a good year, Tater.
2026 is coming up, Millhouse. Ooh, Korea just got in Mexico.
Ooh,
Are they doing that? Is that how they go? They're going across the way, so we'll know who America's got in 3 picks from now?
I think so.
Because Canada just got Switzerland. Well, all right, funsies.
Like, just talk to me when the games start.
You're just going to say you don't care then, too.
Yeah.
I will put $1,000.
You're not going to go Team USA in the World Cup.
I will watch some,
Captain
but
America?
I don't care about watching and finding out who's going to play who and who's in what group. Just I'll watch the games.
Oh,
fine.
dude.
But,
Man, this is the drama, though.
Is it?
It is, dude. Because
Shaq's-
everybody wants to know.
Shaq's big hands can't open up the ping pong balls.
Because everybody wants to know how FIFA handpicked each of the groups.
Yeah, I want to know who's the group of death. Oh, we
The air
dodged
quotes
Morocco.
draw.
Oh, USA dodged Morocco, Brazil in the same group.
Love to see it. Love to see
Inject
it.
that into my veins right now. Can they play that game tomorrow? Morocco. Morocco.
I'm letting Harris indulge himself in this one because I'm interested too.
The dark horse
Selfishly.
to win the World Cup is Morocco. You heard it here. The game nobody is talking about, and I'm not talking about Morocco, Brazil. We'll spend plenty of time on that. The game nobody is talking
You
about.
are correct. Nobody is talking about that.
Is just little old number 1 versus little old number 2 tomorrow night at 5 o'clock on FOX. Do you have juice for this game still?
Yeah.
Even though we talk all week that nobody cares. Oh, USA got Australia.
Yep.
Dope. Even though we've talked all week that, nobody cares. They're both going to be a first-round bye. There's no way either of these teams isn't a first-round. Well, Ohio State for sure will be a first-round bye. But if Indiana gets housed, do you still think they're a first-round bye?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got
Not just your love for Indiana, but
you're only going to have one undefeated team, and you're telling me that if Indiana loses by 20, that they're going to fall out of the top 4 with that only loss being in a conference title game with their strength of record and what they've done to teams. No.
yeah, because Texas Tech, if they win, they still have a loss,
And it's a bad loss.
and it's a bad loss. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I'm interested. It's funny because Ryan Day and Kurt Signetti, I believe, are a different cloth than what the media wants to portray this game as. Like, who cares? Nobody cares. Just get out and be healthy. I think they both really want to win it. Look, Duck fans are stoked they have a Big Ten title, regular season and conference championship game from last year. I think both those coaches really care.
I think
In
Sig
the same
definitely
sense.
cares.
I think Sig, I think it would mean a lot to him. Ryan Day, I could see in a truth serum world that Ryan Day is kind of like, I'm just trying to get to the playoff and win a natty. I could see that. But I also know that Ohio State hasn't won the Big Ten title in a long time because they have a Michigan problem.
Put it up on the board. Yeah.
I think they would really, really like it. But it would mean the world to Indiana.
So the interesting thing about this game is, obviously, it's a neutral site game, but Ohio State is favored by 4. But all of the analytics,
it's a big spread to me.
the analytics have Indiana favored. I think the
analytics have Indiana favored.
I think Vegas is betting on the name and the brand of Ohio State.
They're betting on money coming in on Ohio State. By 4, Ohio State's blown out everybody this year. I'll put $30 on that. I'm with you. I think Indiana wins this game. I think they're the more complete team. I'm not a Julian Sand guy. I haven't been all year. He is playing a lot better. That offense is finally moving the football, but, dude, you got Jeremiah Smith on the team, and he's not even sniffing a Heisman. That is ridiculous to me. Because you should be... What if we've talked about this in the NFL? Like, if you got an offense problem, what did Joe Flacco do the second he put on a Bengals uniform? Threw the ball like 20 times to Jamar Chase. How are you not throwing the ball 20 times to Jeremiah Smith? I like Indiana in this game. I hope it changes the narrative. What's going to be hilarious is if Indiana wins this game and they still take Ohio State to win the national championship. That's going to be hilarious to me. But I'd love to see Indiana kind of put their stamp on this and kind of say, hey, we're here and we are true contenders, because I don't think people still are ready to accept that Indiana can win a national championship, which they very much can.
Holy crap.
What?
87% of the money is coming in Ohio State.
Of course it is, dude. It's the brand. OHIO.
Goodness gracious.
And bettors are stupid.
Yeah, where are the sharps? Huh?
Again, this is the public money.
Oh, I know.
So,
Oh, I know. But wait till tomorrow when the sharps come in, because that'll tell you what's up. And I bet you they come in on Indiana.
especially if it stays at 4. You're going to give me 4?
I mean, if the money keeps coming in at 83%,
87.
87%, if that number bumps up to 90, dude, the spread will go to 5.
That's on the money
I
line.
can't believe there's no hook. It's just 4 straight
Yeah,
up.
that's what I'm saying. There is one book with a 3.5 line. It's a 3.5 Ohio State and a 4 same book Indiana line. There's a split line, which I've never seen before. That's kind of weird. But the Ohio State line is at 78%. So there is a little bit of drop off. So getting that hook on the other side is huge. And then the money is coming on the over 2-1, or excuse me, 3-1.
What's the over?
47.5.
47.5.
Which is interesting when you have two of the best defenses in the country.
What are they saying? 24-21 is an under.
Mm-hmm. So 27-24.
27-24 puts you at 51. Is that my math?
Yeah.
I don't know how to think about this game, and I think that's why I'm really excited about it. You know, Ohio State definitely has one of the best defenses in the nation, no
Yes.
doubt about it.
So does Indiana, though.
Caleb Downs is a top 5 pick. Might be in theory the best player on the board. You know,
I think he's fallen down a little bit in that regard. He's the mocks have him somewhere between 5 and 9.
Okay,
But I think it's also position
Quarterbacks
uniqueness.
and-
Yeah,
yeah.
you're going to see some of that stuff.
because he might be the best player on the board
You can make that argument. I think.
of just the best prospect, best
Yeah.
player.
But impact at the safety position because
Right.
he's not just a safety. He's more of just he's got the. I don't want to put him in that same category, but like he's got the air of a Sean Taylor, Troy Polamalu, Ed Reed,
Sure.
Woodson type, where you're like he's just a football player.
Right. If Indiana can get Ohio State in a game the way they did to Oregon, I don't think Ohio State has the guns to catch them.
Well, that's I heard the boys this morning talking about it. Like Julian Sand has been in that situation once, and it was against Texas,
His first game ever.
and it wasn't good.
It was not good. If Indiana can put Ohio State in a game like they did Oregon, I think they win it
And
easily.
that's what I'm looking
And I
at.
think they look really impressive.
I
doing
think if you're asking me, number one, I'm picking Indiana. Number two, I think the game goes very much like it did against Oregon.
You know what I hope happens? I hope this game is close, and I hope Mendoza has a Heisman moment.
Yeah,
Or, honestly, as much as I don't want it to happen, I'll take it on the flip side.
saying
Give me a Heisman moment from saying. Because if you're going to because I feel like.
because this is a Heisman game.
It really is. Like, that's what's on line at this game.
Mm-hmm.
Not seeding a little bit, but more on the line of this game is a Heisman Trophy.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like someone to have that Vince Young in the corner of the end zone national championship
Mm-hmm.
kind of highlight. An Ashton Genty bullying somebody and running down the field, or, a pick six from a Charles Woodson, or some kind of
Mm-hmm. Striking
moment.
the pose.
Yes, some kind of moment that I can look back and say, yeah, that year kind of sucked in the Heisman, but you see Mendoza in, that-
Heisman Mendoza on a little play action boot to the right, and all of a sudden he's got to take it and run
They're
from
down-
the 11-yard line, gets a
they're-
touchdown, and strikes the pose.
they're down by 2, and there's 20 seconds on the clock.
Has anybody hit the pose this year?
And he's on the 5-yard line, and he has to march all the way down the field to kick a field goal.
No,
Like,
because nobody deserves to.
You know what I mean? Like stunt on him.
no, dude.
Stunt on him.
No, you can't hit the pose until you know it.
No. I'm talking.
Desmond Howard hit the pose because he knew it.
Oh, I know what I'm saying. You like I said, you get a little play action. You got to extend the play. You run it in from the 11-yard line. Take a score to take the control of the game.
Hit
it.
You better do it in the 4th
Hit
and
it.
late.
Hit it.
You can't be doing that in the first quarter and then lose the game.
Hit it. No. Michael Jordan, baby. Anybody can talk when they're up.
Oh, dude. There's just Mendoza. Everybody knows that Mendoza boots out and runs in, and the players leave him alone. He just stands in the end zone and just
hit it.
hits it.
Look,
I got
man.
that feeling in
When
me.
you hit the Heisman pose,
I don't know
and
if
you-
it's the liquor
and-
talking,
yeah.
but the heebie-jeebies just
when
hit me.
you hit the pose, man, it's like, oh, he's him.
It's like James Brown, baby, I
Yeah.
got the feeling. Ow. Gonna get in the hot tub.
Gonna make you sweat in a hot tub. Ow! When you think of love, does your heart keep? All right, we come back. James Madison found their man. I love this move.
Good little hire.
I love this move, and I wonder if more of these programs go this route or if they should continue to find diamonds in the rough. We'll do that next. 105.1 The Fan. We are getting a giant kick out of this World Cup draw.
Aaron Judge is having to pull and pull and pull.
You can't be in the same group as somebody from your
Host
regional
region,
conference,
yeah.
from your region. So we've been waiting on a Group C team because they kept pulling teams from South America or Africa because it's Brazil and Morocco in that. And they keep showing all these different dudes from Egypt, from Paraguay,
Qatar,
and all these dudes,
Tunisia.
and they're just like stoic sitting there. They pull the Scottish name, the Scotland team name, to go in a group with Brazil and Morocco, which is instantly the group of death right now. And it turns to the Scottish guys.
They're just busting up
and they're
laughing.
just like, hell. Well, the World Cup was fun.
Yeah.
We gave it our best try.
It's gonna be fun.
That's going to be a spicy group.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a spicy group. We'll get to some more World Cup chatter in the Big Nooner here. But finishing up some college football talk for a little bit of the day. James Madison finds their guy and fired head coach Billy Napier from Florida. And I'll tell you what, I think we both agree on this. I love this hire for them. Napier has shown that he can win at this level, hence why he got the Florida job. But I'm curious, Danny, and when I ask you this, should this be the route that these G5 teams who lose a great coach, whether it's Morris from North Texas going to Oklahoma State or, James Madison Bro goes to UCLA, if my memory serves me correct. Is it a good idea to go after these guys that kind of failed at the higher level, or should they continue to look for their next Eric Morris?
No, I mean, I think Napier's...
Jamarcus Shepard.
Yeah, no, I think Napier's a good call. I mean, you know what his success is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
he's shown he's won at the G5 level.
Yeah, so I think that's fine. But I mean, if you've got somebody else, but I mean, Napier's right there. And you probably don't have to pay him because you get the offset from the buyout.
Yeah, he's probably cheap.
No, I mean, if not cheap, cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Virginia Tech is like, we'll take James Franklin.
Yeah.
Fully happy with that.
We'll give him $10 million a year.
It's a fascinating thought about which way to go. This was the whole thing about the Oregon State hire, too. It's like, are you going to go Paul Christ?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to go,
Edo,
a Brett Vegan, somebody with established pedigree, so to say? Or do you want to find the diamond in the rough? And I think we both agreed, go find the diamond. Take a shot on the diamond. Because worst case scenario is that shot was wrong, and you have to deal with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to. Boy, I just realized England, Croatia are getting Norway. That's Erling Haaland
No, they got Panama.
against England. They got Panama?
Yeah.
Oh, because Norway and Croatia.
Yeah.
Sorry, I digress. And I think we both agree that taking the shot on the diamond in the rough is the right move.
Mm-hmm.
But this one's a little different. And I don't know if it's because he comes from G5 or maybe I have an opinion that I think the Florida job is not a great job. I say it's not
I think
a great
Florida found out that they weren't LSU.
I say it's not a great job because I think it's an impossible job. I think Herb and
until
Spurrier
when?
made that job impossible. They want natties, plural. Not a natty, natties.
But that would make Michigan an impossible job, USC an impossible job.
But those jobs aren't.
Alabama.
Michigan just won a national championship.
But that's what I'm saying.
Alabama still has the resources. But what
But
I'm
Michigan
saying,
hadn't won one in a long time.
understood.
It's impossible until you do it.
Well, Michigan is a weird one. You know how I feel about this. They just discovered the forward pass.
I know. Well, and then they undiscovered it.
And they like refuse to come to modern day football. And that drives me crazy about them. To where Florida is trying to be modern day football. DJ Lagway is
A freak.
a modern day Florida. I mean, Anthony Richardson was an absolute monster.
Yeah.
And
And it started with Leak and then Tebow.
mm-hmm. And I just think now that Florida is an impossible job. And I don't know if there's more. I mean, maybe the impossible jobs right now are Florida. Penn State is now an impossible job.
Well, I mean, Campbell looks like he's going to take it.
Yeah, with what recruiting class?
He's going to post some guys from Iowa State.
That's your shot. Yeah, I mean, I guess he'll just transfer portal hard.
You transfer a class in, you work the recruiting hard.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy Rogers brought in like 40 dudes from South Dakota.
I mean, Sig brought in, was it 20 something from JMU?
Yeah, at least to get yourself stable.
Mhm.
And 2 years later, he could go to a national championship. Be interesting to see what these smaller schools do. If they hire from within or if you go find a Billy Napier. I mean, look at Dan Mullen at UNLV. He's having a great year.
Yeah.
He's telling teams, no, thank you. At UNLV, no, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Penn State, no, I'm good. I'm happy here. Grass isn't always greener.
It's weird.
Coming up in hour number deuce, we'll get to some NFL chatter. A thrown-away quarterback is playing potentially the next throwaway quarterback. So we'll get to that as well, the battle for the AFC North. But is this team really going to win out? Do we believe it? That's next. 105.1 The Fan.
Introducing the IHOP Value Menu, where all your breakfast faves are just $6 each every day. Where else can you get a big, filling, sit-down breakfast for only $6? Go to your happy plates with the $6 IHOP Value Menu. Available every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations.
For over 40 years, Northwest homeowners have trusted Henderson & Daughter for their quality craftsmanship and window and door replacement services. By partnering with Milgard Windows and Doors, Henderson & Daughter proudly installs high-quality and energy-efficient products. Visit hendersonanddaughter.com to schedule a free consultation and find out what Milgard Windows and Doors best fit your home. Henderson & Daughter, treating every home like their own. hendersonanddaughter.com.
CCB number 68623.
When you gotta have Christmas music, listen to 97.1 Charlie FM this holiday season.
97.1 Charlie FM, Portland's fun Christmas music station.
And Charlie goes commercial free every day from 9 to noon.
Save thousands. Be advised, this is a great opportunity to save thousands on a hot tub or swim spa today through Sunday. Portland Expo Center. Save thousands. Be advised, this is a great opportunity to save thousands.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
If you've been arrested for DUI, you need a team of attorneys into whom you can place your trust. Call Reynolds Defense Firm today, online at reynoldsdefensefirm.com. First on the Fan, the Trailblazers continue their road trip this afternoon in Detroit against the Pistons. 4:30 tip on KUNP. That is 2.2 on your antenna or Xfinity Channel 302. Donovan Clingan, Chris Murray, Robert Williams III, all questionable. The Blazers are 7.5-point underdogs. Portland currently 9-13 on the season. That is good for 10th in the Western Conference. Lakers at the Celtics starts tonight's Prime Video doubleheader. Boston 8.5-point favorites in the 4 o'clock tip. Then it's the Thunder looking for win number 14 in a row. They are 15.5-point favorites, hosting Cooper Flagg and the Mavericks. Paolo Banchero, he's expected to make his return for the Magic tonight against the Heat. He's missed the last 10 games due to a left groin strain suffered November 12th against the Knicks. Yahoo Sports' Ross Dellinger reporting Penn State finalizing an agreement with Iowa State head coach Matt Campbell to become the Nittany Lions' next head coach. The Des Moines Register says Campbell must pay $2 million to leave the Cyclones. Over in the NFL, Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon said today quarterback Kyler Murray, he's going to miss the rest of the season due to a foot injury. Colts cornerback Sauce Gardner out Sunday against the Jaguars due to a calf injury. And ESPN's Jeremy Fowler reporting Lions defensive back Brian Branch suffered a torn Achilles in the fourth quarter of last night's win over the Cowboys. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Jeff Rust from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Your home for the Oregon Ducks, the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
All right, hour number deuce here. If you missed any of the first hour, check that out on the Fan Podcast, 1051thefan.com, the Odyssey app, wherever you get your podcasts. If you missed Jamarcus Shepard on with the Sunrise guys this morning on Dirt and Sprague, you can check that out wherever you get your podcast or on the YouTubes as well. If you missed Isaac Ropp's beautiful face, he was back in action last night on primetime. You can check that out wherever you get your podcasts, including the Odyssey app. Rewind, fast forward, except for into the future, because that would be impossible.
And then, of course, he's out again today due to a previously scheduled vacation day.
Dude, he is a sexy tease, I'll tell you that.
I will tell you, every time I hear the name Jamarcus,
The poor guy.
Just
poor guy hasn't done anything wrong, and you're just like, I got the heebie-jeebs.
Call him Shep.
I have a feeling the name Darius does that for you too.
Yeah, it's not as bad.
Yeah,
it's not as bad. Jamarcus is the one that. Really
Why Darius? Darius Rucker?
Darius Hayward Bay.
Oh yes, he was really fast.
Yeah, straight line speed, baby.
You know Al loves fast.
He did. Rocket Ishmael, baby.
Dude, yeah.
His name was literally Rocket.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
and he had a cool
no,
last name,
his
Ishmael.
nickname was literally
I know.
Rocket.
Let me have my fun.
Figuratively.
What was his first name? It started with an R, though, didn't
yeah,
it?
Rahib?
Yeah.
Raghib?
Yeah.
Rajim?
Rahib.
Rahim?
Right.
I don't know.
Started with an R.
Yeah, no, that's what I said.
Like
It's Raghib.
Rahib.
R-A-J-H-I-B.
Not going to work here anymore. We got a lot of football to get to this hour because it's a football Friday. You know you can count on that, and you can't count on much, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Stream your local NFL game live every Sunday, all season long, starting at just $30 for your first year. That's like $250 a month. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. Andy Reid spoke, what was this, maybe a week ago or so, that the Chiefs are going to have to win every game to finish out this season. Look, if there's any team in the history of the NFL, outside of maybe the New England Patriots during the run, is there a team you believe that could do this more than the Chiefs? Like, they are the team that can do this, right?
No.
I'm not talking this current incarnation.
But that's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about the brand.
I get what you're saying, but no.
No? Why not?
Because they've sucked this year.
But I just told you, not this current team, but the brand.
But that's not who the brand isn't playing.
We like to think the brand is playing.
I think that's why you had 11 billion people tune in to watch that game on Thanksgiving.
I think the question is, though, is if there is a team or a brand that we can trust to pull out of this funk, this would be one to do it.
Thank you. I can't speak well today. Me no speak good. But that's what I'm trying to say, because I think the Chiefs can be that team. They've got Patrick Mahomes. You know, as good or as bad as this Chiefs team has been this year, do we all of a sudden not think Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL anymore? Have we given up on that?
Well, it's like we talked about this with Luke the other day on the old happy hour. We had some Patrick Mahomes sound, and he said, you know, basically we got to rely on some past experiences to help get us through this playoff push and help make the playoffs and blah, blah, blah. And essentially basically going, long story short, he kind of said, we'll figure it out. And the thing is, if we trust a team to just figure it out and get there, this would be one.
And that's what I think. I mean, if there's anybody that can make it happen, it's him. I've seen in some games this year that they look dead to rights, and all of a sudden old man Kelsey is across the middle with a 30-yard gain. So that's kind of why I'm not ready to give up on these guys. Now they have a tough task in front of them, that's for sure. I don't think they have they really don't have an opportunity. We saw last night
I was just to say, I love
Thursday night.
I love all of the well, they have to win all their games with Dallas, and they went out there and get stomped into a puddle.
Yeah, and Dallas was a team that it was a fun conversation to have yesterday, but I
Was
don't think well, I hope every conversation we have, Danny, is a fun one. But the fact remains is that I don't think any of us believe they were going to do that. Even though their schedule is soft, there's still just no room for error. And that's what Rusty's point is, and that's what I think I'm trying to say as well, is that if there was one team I had to put money on to do it, it would be the Chiefs team. Now, I don't think they will. I think they are very, very flawed, and I think a higher draft pick than what they normally do would be beneficial to them. Now, I'm not sure which route they go because I think there's a decent amount of holes on that team, but I think a cost-controlled, 10th overall pick maybe, 15th overall pick maybe, something like that, could be very beneficial.
Did you hear what the Sunrise guys threw out this morning?
I did not,
Get
no.
down to about the 15th pick overall pick or so and maybe land like a Kenyon Sadiq.
Well, he's been mocked there.
Shut up.
He's been mocked there by basically everyone.
Wow.
I don't think he lasts
At number
that long.
15 or at the Chiefs?
To the Chiefs.
Oh, I don't think-
Wherever the Chiefs are picking, that's where Sadiq ends up.
Chiefs better pick in the top 10 if they want Kenyon Sadiq.
I think 12 is probably his ceiling.
Wow. They can't get another tight end. That's not fair.
Imagine that.
That's
Going
not
from
fair.
Kelsey to Sadiq.
Dude, go down the list of the greatest tight ends of all time. The Chiefs have two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Tony G and Travis Kelce.
Mm-hmm.
AFC West, pretty good tight ends.
Pretty good tight ends. Antonio Gates.
Kelsey.
Fannin
Gonzalez.
Tharp
Yeah.
in Denver.
And now Raiders with Bowers.
Oh, yeah. Brock Bowers.
Bowers is
Bad hair Bowers.
If only he had somebody to throw the ball to.
The thing is, even when he doesn't, he breaks records. That's
Kenny
the
Pickett?
terrifying thing.
What are you talking about, dude? They got 3 quarterbacks on that team.
Yeah, AFC West knows how to do tight ends, man.
Two guys doing one job. We got to do something about that.
Damn right we do got to do something about
Well, I mean,
that.
Hernandez did something about that in New England.
Wow.
Too much?
Too
much?
Easy ride.
Jeez. Wow. Took a quick turn there real quickly.
All right, football, huh?
Yeah, somebody turned their neck.
Football. Somebody turned their neck?
No, what?
Dude, what is wrong with you?
All right, well, that's a long list.
Where do I start?
Yeah. Well, it all started. No,
Completely derailed.
I don't
me.
think anybody can nail down when that started.
But I mean, the Chiefs, what they need is a fascinating thought process. A tight end would be nice.
Look, it's the end of a dynasty, but I mean, if you want to talk about like a team rebounding, the Patriots went through it for what, 3-4 years, and now they're pretty damn good again.
The Warriors lost Kevin Durant due to his ego, and they still won another title.
Well, they had a good collection around them. Once Kelsey hangs it up, it gets a little thin.
A weird thought that just came into my head that will totally send this into a different place. You mentioned the Patriots. If Drake May and Mike Vrabel make a run, not necessarily like a Super Bowl run, but let's say they get to the AFC Championship, can we put to bed the argument, is it Belichick or Brady, and say it was both of them, and now this is just a good organization?
Yeah.
Is the winner Kraft? Creepy old Kraft himself?
Yeah, I don't think we want to give Kraft any credit.
Or can I tell you that it's actually Belichick, because Vrabel is a Belichick guy. It's not like Drake May studied under Tom's braids.
Just saying.
Open up that old ancient argument again.
I like that one.
Is it Belichick or is it Brady? Well, Mike Vrabel's the head coach, and he's a Belichick guy, so
He's out of the Belichick tree.
Must be Belichick. Must be Belichick. I do wonder what the ceiling is for that team. But the Chiefs, yeah, they're going to have to win out. I haven't looked at their schedule. Do you have their schedule up?
No, but I can.
I can do it as well. I don't know exactly what to think of them. I know that division is really tough. I think they have the Chargers and the Broncos still.
Why are they not?
Chargers, Titans, Broncos, Raiders. So you got 2 wins in there. They are home against the Broncos and the Chargers. That's a benefit. One of those is a Thursday night game. I don't like that. On Christmas. Hosting the Broncos. Chiefs, Broncos on Christmas. Dude, if you think the Chiefs got a huge number on Thanksgiving, what do you think they're going to get on Christmas? Against the Broncos?
Yeah, but even though the Broncos are the Broncos, it's not the Cowboys.
It's not the Star.
And it's not Thanksgiving.
Fair. I don't know,
I mean,
dude. The NFL is stealing Christmas
There
from
will
the
be a
NBA.
lot of eyes on it, but it's not going to come anywhere near Chiefs Cowboys on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Also, I don't think the Chiefs get by the Texans. I picked the Texans this week.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's the Sunday night game, isn't
Uh-huh.
it? That's must watch.
Sign me up for that.
That's must watch.
Let me watch that defense tear somebody's head off.
You know what? Let's go there next. Let's go to the AFC North. No,
South.
the AFC South.
There you go.
Because I got a question.
Okay.
There's a has been thrown away quarterback who's now playing well on a broken leg, and there is potentially a can't miss prospect that could be a throwaway. Meanwhile, you got this like 13 points a game, rip your head off defense lurking in the background. Let's get to that division because that is fascinating. We'll do that next. 105.1 The Fan. watching this World Cup draw and old El Presidente doing the
double D.
What do you call it? The double D dance to YMCA by the Village People is just a whole world in itself.
And then panning to the White House where it's dumping snow and where we will be in the general vicinity in less than a week.
You know, I'm excited to see snow. I'm a snow fan if I don't live there.
Well, also, they know how to handle it over there.
I love snow everywhere that isn't the greater Portland metropolitan area. You know,
doesn't
I'm
matter
way
if you
about
live here or not. I had a guy who was coming out to look at doing new windows on my house in that February snowstorm we had.
Mm-hmm.
It was a sponsorship deal that I was doing. And he flew out here like the morning of like the snow started. And he's like, hey, man, I know I'm supposed to be there in the afternoon, but like people are telling me not to come there. I'm like, do not attempt to drive from near the Portland airport to Newburgh in snow.
Oh, that's a terrible idea.
Do not do that.
I will say, though, I do love when snow hits here because basically the entire city shuts down, right? Nobody goes anywhere. Nobody drives anywhere. Everybody's out just walking. It's
Dude,
like
this city shuts down with the thought of snow.
Well, I'm just saying, so it's
like literally, it might snow tomorrow. It doesn't.
Nope.
And everything's closed.
So snow days here, it's like airport beers at 6:30 in the morning. It's airport alcohol rules.
Yep.
When we got snow days.
The great thing about the snow here is it creates the perfect texture.
I don't understand.
Do you not remember the video of, was that her name Chelsea?
Oh, the runner downtown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, well, you're out here running on the snow. She's like, oh, it creates the perfect texture.
Is that when she falls on her ass?
Absolutely
Like
bites
4
it.
seconds later.
Yeah. You good? And you could just hear the shame leave her body.
Oh, she died in the middle of the street that day.
I like turtles.
Yeah. She got a hard reset, man. That was the last like super big snowstorm we had was like 8-10 years ago. It was so bad that where I was at in Tualatin at the time just shut down. I was chewing back then, so and I ran out of chew. I hopped on my quad and was doing 60 through down the neighborhood streets, and I got to the gas station, which was still open. And a cop pulls in next to me. Thankfully, I had a helmet and my stickers on it, and he's like, "So, how you doing?
What you doing?"
And I was like, I came out with a log of chew, and he's like, be careful. I was like, I am, I swear.
I still remember there's two very distinct days that stick out to me. There was one, I was working at the Moda Center. We were getting ready to shoot Talking Ducks, and it started snowing.
Talking Ducks.
Yeah,
Still
I
going.
remember that. Yep, shooting Talking Ducks, and the snow was starting to come down, and all of a sudden Jordan Kent texted in and said, boy. Jordan Kent
Continue.
texted in and said, hey, I can't make it from Wilsonville. Sweet fancy Moses. So they canceled the show, and that day it took me 8 hours to drive home from Moda Center. 8 hours. And then there was the day here where it started snowing towards the end of the show. Dusty left 20 minutes before me. He made it home in 25 minutes. It took me 5.5 hours.
I once got a ride. We were down at Bancroft. I once got a ride from Isaac Ropp to the bus station. That was like 6 blocks away. Because it was snowing so hard. He offered me a ride home, and I should have taken it because I was living in North Portland at the time. And I didn't. I think I was producing their show, like filling in one day. And I don't know why I didn't drive. Oh, I didn't drive home because I knew my truck wasn't going to make it. It took me like an hour and a half, and I got the last bus. I was waiting at the Tillicum Crossing, the Tillicum Bridge there to get, I was hoping the Max, because the Max would have taken me all the way home. No, I got on a bus that dropped me off downtown. I found like some quasi-homeless dude on the bus that was like, oh, you need to go to North Portland? Me too, dude. Let me show you a trick. We're going to get off here and get on the next bus. And I was like, Jesus, hold the wheel. Here we go.
You're getting off
So I
that
followed
bus,
him.
and you're looking like John Travolta in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. And I let the quasi-homeless dude take the wheel, and I followed him, and sure enough,
Got you home?
it dropped me off 3 blocks from my house.
There you go.
Yeah.
We
Never underestimate the crazies. They know transportation.
They know how to get
system.
around.
They have studied that bus map.
We had a night. I think it was the first or the second season of Outsiders. Me, Joe, and Shane. We're the only people left. Jeff, you understand how this works at the old NBC building. We were us and our staff were the only people left in the entire building, whether it was upstairs at NBC Sports Northwest or at KGW. Everybody had left because it was like, this is going to get bad. And if you don't know where the NBC building is, it's on Goose Hollow, which means pure and utter chaos.
Jefferson.
Yeah, it's just not good. And Joe lives on the east side. Shane lives in St. John's, and I was living in Tualatin at the time. And I was the one worried about getting home because you've got to go up the hill, to get on I-5. And I'm like, oh, crap. Those guys got stuck, I want to say, for 3 hours. One on the 405, one on the 205. They, where it turns to go, they were on the ramps for that long. And I was like... And I made it home in 45 minutes. Thank God.
One time I was coming home from, God, this is awesome, snow stories. One time I was coming home from Pullman.
Talking weather.
Yeah.
Can you believe it's already December, Russ?
I know, right?
I can't believe it.
I know he's not listening, but it's my best friend's birthday today, so shout out to him. He's in Mexico where it's not snowing.
Ought to be in Mexico.
I was coming home from Pullman, Washington, and I believe it was Christmas Eve. And I got to the Dalles, and it started snowing heavily. And I'll never forget this. I stopped at a Wendy's, and I got food at Wendy's in the Dalles, and then I kept going, all right? Little did I know that 20 minutes later, had I not eaten in the car and driven and, ate at Wendy's, 20 minutes later, they shut down 84 westbound.
Ooh.
And it took me 5.5 hours to get from the Dalles to my parents' house in Vancouver. The snow was so heavy that I pulled over, put chains on my pickup truck, had a bunch of weight in the back, so I was good to go.
Which is always fun to do in the snow.
Totally fun in an absolute blizzard.
And I'm sure you had gloves to do it with, right?
No, yeah, of course. And
those chains are real warm.
Yeah. And so I got the chains on, and you can't go over 25 in chains, so I'm doing 15 because I don't have to use chains a whole lot. Usually in Pullman when it snows, I just don't drive anywhere. You can walk everywhere. The chains broke in 2 miles. So then I spent the next, 4 hours driving from basically Cascade Locks to my parents' house in Vancouver.
Which when the weather's bad is a really good spot to drive.
7 miles an hour. My mom goes, I saw you on the ODOT camera on the news. She's like, I'm pretty sure that's Patrick. And I was like, well, then come get me. What am I doing here?
Help me, Mama.
When you finally got there, were you able to uncurl your hands?
Oh, well, yeah, afterwards.
No, I'm talking the white knuckle of it all.
Oh, yeah. I think my
leaving impressions on the steering
wheel.
wheel.
I'm pretty sure the steering wheel has those finger grips on the backside from clutching it.
Two times in my life. One, when I wrecked my car going over 100 miles an hour, I folded the steering wheel in half like a taco.
Wow.
I had imprint of the steering wheel in my palms. It was the only injury I walked out with. It's still insane to this day that I wrecked it up. Oh, I think it was 110. And once driving back through the gorge with 100-mile-an-hour winds, I had the steering wheel turned probably 20 degrees to the right to compensate for the wind. My hands were so tight on the steering wheel. When I finally got off the freeway, I couldn't uncurl my hands.
Yeah, there are times where that drive on 84 there, that stretch coming back home where
the wind rips
an hour
through.
Or so before you hit Gresham and Troutdale, it's awful.
Oh, dude, that is the most. I have driven in some pretty heinous weather, flash floods, snowstorms, crazy winds, all those kind of things. That was the most horrifying. You know what? Actually, this reminds me.
And the worst part is because basically every other vehicle on that stretch is a
semi-truck, and it's tipping over.
Yeah,
it was just Last night, I'm like, you guys driving home. It was pouring so bad. I hydroplaned for probably 100 yards, and I swear to God, I had a 5-minute conversation with Jesus. My butt turned into a suction cup.
Your talking to God moments are a lot different than my talking to God moments.
Man.
Yeah, mine usually involve porcelain.
No.
Mine usually involve hallucinating.
Yeah. No, it was a fun conversation of reliving my life, because nothing freaks me out more on a road than crazy wind or hydroplane. When you just don't have control. I've spun a car around in the snow, but it's it's snow. You'll end up being okay. Or ice, it's fine. Hydroplaning, you just never know when you're gonna catch back, or it's just gonna send you.
And we're Oregonians here, so most of us should be at least used to driving in the rain. I remember driving through Montana and horrific rainstorm and standing water all over the freeway, and I am freaking out, white knuckling it, and I'm only doing 55, maybe 60, and I've got people zooming past me doing 80, 85 miles an hour, and I can't, I'm hydroplaning all over the place. What are you guys doing?
How are you?
How are you guys doing this?
They're just going, it's my time, it's my time.
The worst part is now I have a car that can actually like navigate in the snow fairly well.
Mm.
The old Bronco, the old Sport out there.
Yeah.
She's got goat mode, which I thought was called greatest of all time. I was like, damn right, this car is the greatest of all time.
It's probably independent wheel crawler mode,
it's
right?
the Tom's Braids of cars, dude.
Yeah.
It's the goat. Nah, the goat stands for good on all terrain.
There you go.
Oh,
So they have a little dial that you can
kind
put
of
to
the
the
same.
snow, and it sits in 4-wheel drive and kind of lowers your center of gravity. So the good news is, guys, if there's snow, I'll still be here.
We got
Hey,
our
you
4Runner
heard,
does
you heard
great.
it. Patrick Harrison coming on snow days.
I can come in on snow.
There we go.
days.
Yeah, I will say,
I cannot.
even our old Toyota Sienna minivan that was only front wheel drive, that thing, for being only front wheel drive,
Better be front wheel than rear wheel.
did great.
The old pickup truck has done 360s many times unintentionally.
On the
itself.
rear-wheel drive?
Pickups
Oh, yeah.
are
No, it's
awful.
front wheel drive.
It's better.
But no, because the back, but it
there's
might
no
be
weight in
better.
the back.
But the back just fishtails.
Yeah, you gotta have the weight.
You got to throw like
Sandbags.
50 sandbags
Yeah.
back there.
That's how as bad they've been now.
Wonderful
Exactly.
sports talk, guys.
Yeah.
Wonderful sports
Yeah.
talk. This is brought up because we are going to Baltimore next week
Yes.
for Army Navy.
Where it's going to be probably snowing.
There will be no show on Thursday.
And then a show on location on Friday.
Sounds like we might have some subs. We might go to the bench and pull in some backup for Thursday. That's not official yet. So
Not
we'll,
official, but I think so.
But I think so too.
Yeah.
So we'll tease that next week for you guys. And then Danny and I will be live on location on Friday next week doing a show from Army Navy. I'm actually really excited. I'm going to spend a lot of my weekend diving into the history of Army Navy and see if I can actually pretend like I know what I'm talking about next week when we go. Because you know what I'm the most terrified about going? Is talking to a bunch of like diehard Army Navy people, military brats, things like that, and just being an absolute idiot. I'm trying to fake my way through it because they won't know that I don't know.
They will.
The only thing you can't fake, and this is across the board, in any situation, you cannot fake serving time. Is that one of the most egregious things you could possibly do? Is faking service time?
The stolen valor.
The stolen, is that what they call it?
Yeah. The guys that have never served that walk around in military uniforms.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't fake. You can't hurt animals and you can't fake service time. Or hurt kids.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I won't be fake on.
There you go.
Everything else though.
And we've got some pretty cool guests lined up. Once I lock them in, we'll announce those too.
So that's next week. Stay tuned for that. When we come back, let's get into the AFC South as there's a big game this weekend that could feature that. And don't look now, but the scariest defense in the NFL is in the rearview mirror, and things appear closer than they are. No, things are closer than they appear.
There you go.
Thank you. We'll do that next. But there's the Kahuna with sports.
That's that Hawaiian burger joint.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This update is brought to you by Mountaintop Metal Roofing. No maintenance, energy efficient, fire resistant, and a lifetime warranty. Do it once, do it right. Visit mountaintopmetalroofing.com. First on the Fan, the Trailblazers continue their road trip this afternoon in Detroit against the Pistons. It's a 4:30 tip on KUNP. That is 2.2 on your antenna or Xfinity Channel 302. Donovan Clingan, Chris Murray, Robert Williams III, all questionable. The Blazers are 7.5-point underdogs. Portland 9-13 on the season, 10th in the Western Conference. Paolo Banchero expected to make his return for the Magic tonight against the Heat. He's missed the last 10 games due to a left groin strain suffered November 12th against the Knicks. Orlando has won 7 of the 10 games during his absence. Yahoo Sports' Ross Dellinger reporting Penn State finalizing an agreement with Iowa State head coach Matt Campbell to become the Nittany Lions' next head coach. The Des Moines Register says Campbell must pay $2 million to leave the Cyclones. Over in the NFL, Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon said today quarterback Kyler Murray will miss the rest of the season due to a foot injury. Colts cornerback Sauce Gardner out Sunday against the Jaguars with a calf injury. And ESPN's Jeremy Fowler reporting Lions defensive back Brian Branch suffering a torn Achilles in the fourth quarter of last night's win over the Cowboys. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Jeff Rust from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Recruiting with Andrew Nemec, Thursday evenings at 7 after Isaac and Souk on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
503-864-6326 is the fan text line. Jump on that if you got some things you want to say. YouTube chat as well. Jump in on there. Make your feelings heard, your voice heard. Open to all sorts of conversations. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about that AFC South situation. You've got the Jags at the Colts this weekend. And I tease this game as the throwaway quarterback in Daniel Jones versus potentially the next maybe throwaway quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Look, is there any quarterback in the NFL that's in that kind of like, I don't think this is going to work category more than Trevor Lawrence?
I mean,
Tua's not there yet, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, Tua's been there for a while.
Kyler, Tua, or Trevor Lawrence?
Lawrence.
You take Lawrence over all those guys?
Yeah.
Kyler and Tua are dead.
Yeah.
Kyler for sure.
I would take
I think
Trevor
officially
over.
out for the season now.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
But it's fascinating, though, that the Jags are this good without a quarterback that's playing very well in Trevor Lawrence. Makes you wonder.
But he's also not playing horrible.
No, he's not playing horrible.
Throw Trevor Lawrence in Minnesota. Minnesota's a playoff team.
Really?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes. The
Ooh.
level of quarterback play they have with J.J. McCarthy and Brosmer is so egregiously bad. We talk about the Mendoza line. You throw a replacement level quarterback, which Trevor Lawrence is, into that team, Justin Jefferson isn't getting the ball twice a game.
Well, I agree they would be a lot better. And yes, their quarterback play has been atrocious. I don't know, playoff.
They'd be a 9-win team.
Do you think Minnesota is similar to Indianapolis in the sense that Indianapolis just really needed a competent quarterback because they had talent?
They had weapons all over the offense.
Defense is pretty good, too.
I mean, they had Jonathan Taylor. They had Pittman. They added Warren. And the defense was always good. So, yeah, and they have, one of the best guards in football. The Colts had stuff, but that just goes to show you, unless you have a Houston-level defense, your quarterback plays. That's why it's the most important position in sports.
Do you think the winner of this game wins the division?
Probably. I mean, the math would say it does. So Jacksonville and Indianapolis are both 2-1 in division. The Texans have played 5 division games already. They got 1 left. That's it. And they're 4-1 in the division. So unless I don't know who plays them, whether it's the Jags or the Colts, but unless you can knock them down a peg, it's not going to happen.
Well, and these Jaguars and Colts, they play twice over the next 4 weeks.
So at bare minimum, you got to split it, which is typically what happens in division games.
Why is this happening all over? Don't the Cowboys have the Commanders twice and the Bears have the Packers twice?
I think the league is doing this on purpose.
It's been like 4 or 5 years they've done this.
Yes,
now.
exactly. The last few years, they put some of these
division games.
Stack them at the end of the season so they mean something.
No, I get with stacking division games at the end of the season, but why are you playing the same team in your division in the span of 3-4 weeks twice? That's what I'm talking about.
Because it matters more. It puts more juice on the division games.
Because they're trying to predict ahead of time which of these teams might be at the top of the division and have those games, have it be like the SEC. It just means more.
Pow. I mean, I get that. The NFL has done a fantastic job of marketing themselves and getting things going in their favor. I agree with that. I don't know. Maybe maybe this is old man yelling at the clouds. I would just like to see the Packers play the Lions week 1 and the Packers blow them out, and then fast forward 15 weeks later and watch those teams who are completely different teams now, for better for worse, play again to let me know where you stand now. It's like an appetizer, an hors d'oeuvre, accoutrement into the main dish, into the entree. But if you just shoving a bunch of food in my face at once, I'm not interested. I would like them spread out.
No,
I'm interested with a lot of food shoved in my face at once.
Yeah, but no,
I knew I was going to lose that argument.
No, it matters more now.
It does. I agree.
What's the thing that we want in games? Juice.
Yeah.
Does it not have juice if all of a sudden there's more on the line? And it's head-to-head?
Because, winning a division and getting in the playoffs are two different things.
Well, and
one of them can get you in.
And what league is better at getting the juice than the NFL?
Nobody. I mean, I would argue the English Premier League, but nobody wants to hear about that.
No.
I don't care.
I'm allowing the World Cup because it happens every 4 years.
You're allowing?
Yes.
Thanks.
I'd filibuster.
Somebody needs to be in charge.
I'd filibuster.
I should not be in charge. Clearly. the funny thing about this is I don't even know if these two teams are the best team in the division. Dude, you give me some competent play from C.J. Stroud, and I'll take the Texans all day.
Well, I think the competent play comes with his offensive line not allowing him to get murdered and his wide receivers being healthy.
Totes my goats. I don't mean I probably shouldn't have phrased it that way. It sounded a little slantish at
because I don't think CJ's necessarily the problem. He hasn't been the fix either.
Right,
but
right.
I don't think he's the problem per
Yeah,
se.
and I think I made it sound like he was a problem, and I don't think he's a problem. The offense is a problem.
Yes. Now, if I am in the AFC, if you're talking about outside of the top teams in the conference, the team I want to play least is that Texans team,
without a doubt. And I think you're going to see it on display this weekend when they
strangle the life out of the Chiefs.
I will take them to beat the Chiefs
Yes.
this week. So in our segment that we did just previously about can the Chiefs run the table and win this thing, I don't think so, because I don't think they get out of this weekend.
I believe the Chiefs were favored by 3.5.
But see, that's one of those lines.
Yeah.
That's one of those lines, though, that makes me feel like that's the Vegas Ohio State line.
I mean,
is Ohio State really 4 points better than
They're
Indiana?
at Arrowhead, which is probably the most difficult place in the league to
But
play.
but what travels? Defense travels.
Yeah.
Defense travels. Defense, can get through weather. Everything.
It's going to be 27 degrees.
Defense can survive anything. But that line sounds. I mean, it's at home, so it's basically a pick 'em.
Yeah, it's a half point.
But that line says to me like Ohio State over Indiana by 4. That's getting you to bet money
Brother,
on
there
the
are
Chiefs.
some cold games this weekend. 18 degrees, Bears Packers in Lambeau, and then for Saints Bucks in Tampa. Any idea what the temperature is going to be then?
No, Saints Bucks in Tampa. 78.
77.
Nice.
Titans Browns Cleveland 34. Bengals Bills 29.
Ooh, if it's snowing in DC, is it snowing in Western New York?
I mean, they got a chance.
That would be cool.
Let me pull up the AccuWeather right now.
That would be cool.
It does look like there's a snowflake on the old weather. Dun 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 dun. There is a winter cast. Dum 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 dum. Yes, there is snow projected in the early morning.
If I turn on the Fox pregame show, are they going to show me footage of Buffalo fans scooping snow off their
3
seats?
p.m. Heavy snow.
Yes. Yes. Sign me
21 degree real feel.
It's weird that it feels like the winter dog days of the NFL. No, not dog days, but like the put up or shut up days of the NFL happened like that.
Yep.
It was just like, hey, we're watching football. I
Getting
love
through
the
it,
NFL.
getting through it, and then it's like, boom.
Oh, wow.
Final
what a
6
cool,
weeks.
What a cool matchup this week. Primetime delivered this week. Primetime didn't deliver this week. The national show was, or the national game was awesome or sucked. Da-da-da-da-da. I love football. And then, bam, everything matters. It's funny how that happens. That's what Rusty was saying, dude. That's just the juice. That's the juice that the NFL's got, and they've given it to us. And here we are coming into this week, and I can tell you 5 or 6 games that mean the world. Like the Steelers this weekend mean the world. If the Chiefs want to survive, it's the world this weekend. We just talked Jacksonville and Indianapolis. I don't know who's going to win that game. I think both those teams are good in very different ways. I think they're very different teams. I'm not sure how they match up, but I'm going to watch it because it might lead to either a first-round bye or at least a home playoff game. And that's going to be huge. I see you smiling at me, and I know why. I just haven't looked yet. When we come back, it's everybody's favorite web gems. I'm going to take a sneak peek into some baseball for you guys because I'm happy, mostly because it's people being spitey, and I love a good spite. So we'll do that next. Portland Sports Leader, 105.1 The Fan.
Sometimes it's good.
Aw, I've interrupted happy time.
Sometimes it's bad.
No, son of a...
It's Web Gems.
What'd you do?
The firm of Harris and Meringue on the Fan Sports Network. 105.1 and 1080 The Fan.
All right, this is Web Gems, everybody's favorite. Do it every single day at 11:45. Coming up on the Big Nooner, get to some NBA chatter, the trio that nobody wants. The World Cup draw. Danny is going to oblige me as we'll walk through the World Cup draw briefly. Won't spend a ton of time on it. USA's got their group. I think we know the group of death, and it's not USA. Teaser. And then this team, apparently voted on by the players, are not going bowling. So there's a lot to get to. Maybe we'll closing arguments with some Blazer talk as well, as they have a game mañana? Tonight. Thank you. Dude, this Friday is such a weird day for
all
me
over
for
the
some
place.
reason. Yeah, so there's a lot to get to in the Big Nooner, but you know me, Danny. I love a good petty fight. I love a good petty fight. And there are two now former Yankees who are on new teams. Devin Williams just signed a contract with the New York Mets. And Sonny Gray was just traded from your Cardinals to the Boston Red Sox. Sonny Gray had some comments the other day about his time in New York and said, I never wanted to play for the Yankees in the first place. I don't like them, and now being in Boston, it's going to be easy for me to root against them. I love that pettiness. If you remember, Sonny Gray was in Oakland. They were in Oakland at the time as well, and he was traded to the Yankees for a playoff push, and he was pretty big disaster in New York. And Sonny Gray is one of those guys that I think clearly does not want the giant spotlight.
No.
He's kind of a quiet, reserved dude. I thought he's been fantastic.
Great pitcher.
Been fantastic in St. Louis the last few years. I've had him on my fantasy team multiple times, and he's been really,
The only
really,
guy they could count on the last couple of years.
yeah, really, really solid pitcher. I'm surprised that there wasn't more attention when he became on the market. But he made that news. Look, and then Devin Williams, he started trolling people on social media saying, why are you guys in my DMs bitching and moaning that I'm a New York Met now? When I was a Yankee, didn't you all hate me?
Yeah, you want to be gone.
So I left, and now you're mad that I left, dude. Yankee fans are some of the most unbelievable people, I feel. Because, look,
I can think of somebody more unbelievable.
Devin Williams was an absolute disaster last year. They traded guys for him to bolster that bullpen, and he was atrocious. They changed their beard rules to make sure he could pitch, and he couldn't. It's just so funny how easily fan bases turn on people. And I'll give a lot of credit to these guys. Look, I am not a Red Sox fan in any way, shape, or form, but good on Sonny Gray for saying something, and good on Devin Williams. I think the Mets are kind of a disaster organization, in my opinion. You now have it's almost like an Ishbia situation in the NBA of an owner who comes in with more money than God and decides to throw it around, but it's like, outside of Juan Soto, like, how good are the Mets? I don't know that answer.
Well, there's also the unspeakable injuries that have happened to that team. I think they went for it, but
yeah,
I don't think you count on your entire pitching staff blowing up.
No, you don't.
I mean, remember, there was a 2-year period where everybody was looking at, like, is this the best pitching staff we've ever seen?
Sure.
And then everybody's arms fall off.
Then everybody died, yeah. Except for Jacob deGrom. He's still good.
Still pretty good.
But I think this is a dangerous situation. And, I'll throw a Duck parallel to this in a Dan Lanning situation. When former players are talking about this out loud, about the fan base, is that really going to want people to go sign with them? Because the crossover that I want to compare to is Dan Lanning rooting for Will Stein, rooting for Tosh Lupoy to take head coaching jobs, and stick with me if you want, or go if you want, and helping kids that want to transfer. Where do you want to go? You want to go to James Madison? Funny enough, I know Billy Napier. I'll give him a call. I'll put in a good word for you. Those are the kind of cultures and buildups you create that allow people to want to be a part of that. But when your fan base turns on you like this, look, Devin Williams was terrible. Sonny Gray was terrible as a Yankee. And you're like mad at these guys that they signed for someone else? Your crosstown rival and your most hated rival? Get bent.
I like it. Look at you.
Dude,
I like it. I think it's your inner Yankee hatred alone. Just
Dude,
kinda-
I hate the Red Sox and the Yankees equally.
I mean-
Honestly, if I had to see one of them do well, I'd rather have the Yankees.
Really?
Really?
I mean, I hate the Northeast.
Dude, Red
so I'm
Sox
with you.
fans piss me off like no one's business.
Yeah.
Dude, they haven't won anything for a century.
Are you sucking up to Cooley right now? Is that what's happening?
Not at all.
Mm.
They haven't won anything for a century. Won a World Series and it was like God's gift to green earth. It's like Michigan football. You guys haven't won anything since Lloyd Carr and Brian Greasy and Charles Woodson.
And then they get one?
And it's like, oh, we're back, baby. It's like, well, it took you long enough.
Well, it was also the same thing with the Celtics, that 08 title. Those guys
It took you long enough.
They love, I mean, it's like, you won one, dog. Calm down. They talk about themselves like they're a dynasty.
And it's just like, man, you guys won one.
Mm-hmm.
You lost to Kobe the next year. The guy you beat the year before.
Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, great team. But
sure, that 04 Red Sox team, I loved that team.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that team. Was so fun to root for.
you know why I think Poppy is so beloved besides winning that? It's because he never acted like Paul Pierce.
That's the truth. Well, they also won 3-4 titles in
That's
the
the
next
truth, huh?
20 years. Yeah.
Paul Pierce, the truth.
The truth.
Was his nickname?
The truth of what?
Yeah. The truth of doing too much on air and getting fired.
Yes, exactly.
or pooping your pants and getting wheeled off the floor.
He didn't poop his pants.
He did have to walk to work one day, though.
Mm.
Right? Wasn't that him?
Mm-hmm.
He made a bet and he had
He
to
also
walk
got
to work.
stabbed.
That is true.
People forget about that. He got stabbed multiple times and robbed.
My buddy met
Man
Paul,
almost died.
My buddy met Paul Pierce at a casino in Vegas.
Mhm.
Said he was the meanest guy he'd ever met.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who has like a great Paul Pierce story. So
The truth. The truth.
the truth is, he sucks.
All right, we'll get
Great
out of
player,
here. The big nooner is next. We'll get into some NBA talk. Speaking of Paul Pierce, the trio nobody wants. We'll start there. 105.1 The Fan. I'm dead.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
Jeff Rust here with your Sports Center update. First on The Fan, the Trailblazers continue their road trip this afternoon in Detroit against the Pistons. It's a 4:30 tip on KUNP. That is 2.2 on your antenna or Xfinity Channel 302. Donovan Clingan, Chris Murray, Robert Williams III are all questionable. The Blazers 7.5-point dogs, Portland 9-13, 10th in the Western Conference on this season. The Lakers at the Celtics starts tonight's Prime Video doubleheader. Boston 7.5-point favorites in the 4 o'clock tip. Then it's the Thunder. They're looking for win number 14 in a row. 15.5-point favorites, hosting Cooper Flag and the Mavericks. Paolo Banchero, he's expected to make his return for the Magic tonight against the Heat. He's missed the last 10 games due to a left groin strain, suffered November 12th against the Knicks. Orlando has won 7 of the 10 games in his absence. Yahoo Sports' Ross Dellinger reporting Penn State finalizing an agreement with Iowa State head coach Matt Campbell to become the Nittany Lions' next head coach. The Des Moines Register says Campbell must pay $2 million to leave the Cyclones. Over in the NFL, Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon said today quarterback Kyler Murray will miss the rest of the season due to a foot injury. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler reporting Lions defensive back Brian Branch suffering a torn Achilles in the fourth quarter of last night's win over the Cowboys, and Colts cornerback Sauce Gardner out Sunday against the Jaguars with a calf injury. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Jeff Rust from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Your home for Seahawks football, the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
middle zone of like, where would you play him?
I mean, no, he's a primary ball handler. He is. And his ability to create is crazy, but his shot selection is insane. He plays like he's still at Chino Hills. Defensively, he wanes endlessly back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then Ja, he's just brain neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I won't say why.
Like, well, can't get out of his own way.
I won't say
either.
why, but everybody who behind the scenes knows why. And it's not good. Like, it's not just the guns. It's not just him getting into trouble. There are more issues there, which teams are like, nope, absolutely not. Between him, who he hangs out with, who empowers him, his dad, it is a complete and utter S show.
Yeah. And it's crazy because I hope the NBA is learning a lesson with these three guys.
Ja was supposed to be the guy that took over for Nike.
He really was. I mean, he was a future face of the league.
American born.
Mm-hmm.
And you
good looking, super athletic.
And you had the crossover between both white and black.
Truth.
White fans were messing with Ja like they were AI.
That's the truth.
Like that was a real thing.
Because the athleticism, the
way he played.
The way he played.
Like,
that's why I fell in love with him.
Yes. And like, so you had a quote unquote urban star that crossed over. And that's a rare commodity in the NBA.
It really is.
And I know that sounds kind of nasty, but when you're talking about it from like a marketing standpoint, that's a guy that you can pump up.
And look, if I use the Blazers as context for these three players, I mean, I guess I would take a flyer on LaMelo, maybe.
I wouldn't touch either of these, any of these guys.
Of the three, if I had to, maybe I'll take LaMelo.
Where's the firing squad?
Yeah, I don't know. But if the Blazers are in a situation where A, they could use scoring, A, we could use bodies that play guards. If that's a team, and I'm not saying they are or aren't, but I'm using them in the hypothetical, if that's a team that has scoring needs, has healthy body needs, saying no, what's the rest of the league going to say?
Well, I mean, they came to the conclusion that all three of these guys have negative trade value.
Yeah, like a team Minnesota, okay? They're knocking on the door. They're knocking on, they got a little bit of an SGA and Thunder problem.
Another ball handler outside of Ant.
They're not touching these dudes for free.
You know who's touching them? Sacramento, Brooklyn.
To what? Maybe
New Orleans.
Maybe sign like get some more fans in the seats?
Yes. Like
that's a dangerous place to live.
There's a very
Danny.
strong belief that John Morant is going to end up in Sacramento.
Might as well be out of the league at
because
that point.
Vivek is like, sure,
we'll take anybody right now. Oh, imagine the influence of him on Ace Bailey
in Utah.
Yeah, like putting him with a young kid like that, like that's already got kind of attitude issues.
What the CBA has done financially is have teams that go. So Ja and Trey are both up for extensions. Those talks weren't had.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Jaren was re-signed in Memphis, and Desmond was like, "I'm out.
See ya."
They had to give Jaren the money to put up with this.
Yeah.
Trey, again, multiple recent teammates don't like him.
Well, and now there's talk about in Memphis about having to choose between either Triple J or Zach Edey.
Yeah, which is no.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know.
I've seen guys. What is it? The HP, the hardwood
Matt Moore,
paroxysm. Yes, saying that it seems like they want to build around Zach Edey, which would mean putting Triple J into a secondary role, but that don't make no sense to me either. I was like, wipe him before you poop, as Brandman says.
Well, I hope this puts the NBA on high alert when it comes to some of these guys.
Well, it has. Like you look around the league right now. I was just saying with the CBA, financially, it's a real deal because in the past, John Trey, you just would have paid him, figured it out.
Yeah.
Like to your point of like if we had to choose, I would go with LaMelo because the talent's there, and because of the size. Trey's 5'11", Jaw's 6'1", and he's injured all the time. Like I just. At least now it's not like LaMelo isn't injured all the time, but at least he's 6'7".
I've also lived in small guard world, quote unquote,
and those guys are both much smaller.
Those guys are much smaller, yeah.
So hard pass on that. But it's not just the CBA and as it pertains to the finances. When you're looking at paying a guy $50 million a year, you have to get it right.
You have to, because
it has to be the whole package. Otherwise. Look, I mean, look what Keegan Murray got. And everybody's like, "Ooh, wow, good for you, Keegan." Like, I don't know if I would pay him that.
Dude,
but Kings.
Two Blazer contracts I can think of that come off the top of my head instantly. Evan Turner and Allen Crabbe. Like that was in
a less punitive era.
That's a lot of money for those guys. But look at
the deals that Tu and Shaden just signed. You know what I mean? Like they weren't the deals that, guys would have gotten in the past.
We talked about Shaden Sharp potentially getting $100 million, and I love that the Blazers got him at $90 million. I know that you can go back and forth on Shea at times, and I don't mean to turn this into a Shaden Sharp thing, but like $90 million, dude. I'm willing to spend that money if he does pan out.
It's starter level money.
That's a good investment. But paying 150, 170 for Ja Morant.
Zach
ooh.
Levines of the world aren't getting that money anymore. The Ja Morant's like, if you've got stuff, nobody's paying you unless it's Brooklyn, Sacramento, New Orleans. The franchises that are bereft of any identity, any path, and they just don't care.
And Zach LaVine is a great, great person to bring up because
He's good.
by all accounts, seems like an okay guy.
Perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine.
Him and DeMar ruffled some feathers, and they were able to squash that, and they ended up back together in Sacramento.
That's two guys that's two guys that want the ball.
Yeah.
But for the most part, seems like an okay guy. Pretty good player.
But you're paying him probably $15 million more than you should.
He's athletic and can jump out of a gym, so there's excitement
He's
there.
a 25-a-game scorer.
And nobody wanted him. Nobody still wants him. He's in Chicago, and every year it's like, well, even if Blazer fans, should we go get Zach LaVine?
Then he ends up in Sacramento.
When Denver went on a run, it was like, should we go get Zach LaVine? And then we're like, we're going to go get Aaron Gordon instead. Because he fits what we want. Aaron Gordon, better player. And fits in a team environment.
Fit matters more in the NBA than it ever has.
And that's why these three dudes are the three guys on the way looking out. Like, if you're Charlotte, it's like, damn.
Well, now they're looking at Brandon.
Damn it.
No, they're looking at Brandon Miller. They're looking at Colin Knippel. Like, those are the guys.
They're moving on.
That's what they're pushing forward with.
Yeah, they're moving on.
If they could get LaMelo and get a positive return for him, he'd be gone. Same with Ja, same with Trey. All three of those guys, if they could get positive returns, they'd be gone.
They would be gone already.
They'd be like, we're good.
All right, we come back. We'll chat a little World Cup draw just for funsies here, and then we won't talk about it ever again until the World Cup happens in June. Fair? Fair? Everybody on the same page with that? We're having fun here. 105.1 The Fan. You know, isn't this the number one watched YouTube video of all time?
Yes,
Talk to
hit
me,
the wrong,
not
hit the wrong
Russ.
button. Yes, it is. Still, I've done that
Put the
before.
emphasis on the wrong syllable. Actually,
There you
did it
go.
yesterday, too.
It's still number one. I looked that up, what is it, like 2 weeks ago?
I think I heard this song like once, and then I only hear it on this show.
I'm sorry. I just, like, it's...
Oh, no, there's
to
no
me,
apologies.
To me, it's a banger.
It's just a fascinating thing for me that it's like the number one song of all time, and I like really don't know it.
Yeah. It's just,
Until
it's
he
a banger.
says Gundam Style. I would not remember that this is the song.
I think one of at least 2 songs in the bump back rotators that have like basically 0 English in it. The other one is that Adriano Celentano.
The fake English one.
The fake English one, yes.
I do like that. I do like that. We're worldwide on this program here, huh? Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
In fact, we are so worldwide, we're going to talk about the number one sport in the world. And no, Danny, it is not your Oregon Ducks.
I don't care.
The World Cup draw just happened. If you're unfamiliar, this is a game called football. They use their feet. You can't use your hands unless you're the only person who can stop the ball. It is the number one sport in the world. They do a giant tournament. They have bumped it up to more teams this year, which has created some playoffs.
You know what? It might be the number one sport in the world, but you know what is the world's favorite flavor of ice cream too? Vanilla.
God, you anti-soccer people. You guys get like the lamest jokes in the world.
That's not a joke. It's a fact.
What's wrong with vanilla?
It's a base.
You're a base.
It's...
He's a hoe.
That's all I got for you, Rusty.
Sticks and stones can break my bones.
We'll see how it turns out. There's more teams in the pool this year than there ever has been as they've expanded it. They obviously will not go backwards, but if you're a fan of NCAA tournament expansion, like take a peek at this because this is not going to go well. There are a lot of teams in this that do not deserve to be in it. It was somehow created, I think, to get more eyeballs and more countries in participation and money, obviously. But it's also bailed out some teams that had really piss poor qualification. Looking at you, Italy. Like, if you're not good enough to make the World Cup, you shouldn't. That being said, for you that are interested in good old stars and stripes, USA is in Group D. It is not the group of death. They will take on Paraguay, Australia, and the winner of a playoff, which I can't remember who's in it, but I'm not scared of any of them.
It's a good place to be.
Great place to be. The group of death, I'm going to go with
There's 2 potentials.
I'm going to go with Group C off the bat. Brazil, Morocco, which is the wild card favorite to win the World Cup. And Scotland has the Serie A Player of the Year last year in Scott McTominay. And also Andy Robertson of my Liverpool. A good little club in Scotland. That's going to be a tough group.
I will say, Zach on the YouTubes dropped a line of FIFA's for sure the top 3 most corrupt sports organizations. We had this discussion coming into today's show.
They're not top 3. They're number 1.
They might. I think you can actually drop sports.
I think there are countries in Africa that are less corrupt than FIFA.
Yes. For those that don't know, multiple people are in jail and tens of thousands of people died over the Qatar World Cup because they actually imported slave labor from a lot of Southern Asia, promised them green cards and visas and all these things, and then summarily had them basically killed while working as slave labor building the facilities around Qatar in 110-degree heat.
FIFA is a bad place. The good news is that unless games are actually secretly fixed and we don't know about it, at least it plays out on the field.
Yeah, we don't have the Russian judge, as it were, here.
Yeah, if you think the college football playoff is loaded by ESPN and their agenda, FIFA step right in.
Or China with their gymnasts that are 11 years old.
Yeah. FIFA, none of these teams hold a candle to them.
Or Russia and their doping.
Another kind of scary group would be Group L. That's England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. Thank God USA dodged Ghana. Was so terrified we were going to get Ghana again. You want to talk about landing in a DeBoer
problem?
Yeah,
that's a bad one.
USA's got a giant Ghana problem.
Was that 08?
It's 2 World Cups. Yeah. It's 06.
06, sorry.
No. It's 10 and 14 or 8 and 14. Sorry, 6 and 14. 6 is the Italy year. That's all I can remember. Hated Italy. And it turns out they got a giant cheating scandal in their country.
Who knew?
Guess what? We hate you too.
Randomly won the World Cup that year too. Idly.
Arrivederci. Buongiorno.
Ciao belly.
Yeah. I do love when Brad Pitt says that. Arrivederci.
Yeah. Out the side of his mouth.
That's pretty good. Did you? Was there another group of death that you were concerned about?
Yeah, but I can't remember off the top of my head now. There was another one, and there was two that was in there. Now I'm totally
France,
blanking.
Senegal, Norway should be spicy.
That's the one.
The Senegalese are always a tough
Yeah,
spot.
I've got it right here. I just was able to scroll down. And then they got the playoff group.
The only thing that stinks is sometimes there's some groups that I really want to see these two teams play. Like Group H, for example, has Spain and Uruguay. I really, really want to watch that game. The problem is they have Cape Verde, which is like coast green. I don't really know what that means, and Saudi Arabia, who are better than people think, but are not
Cape Verde,
amazing.
that sounds like a burrito dish,
Right? Totally. That's what I thought. And so Spain, Uruguay will play to like a 0-0 tie. But your favorites, if you want to be a bet, if you want to pretend like you're the smartest people in the world, Canada is going to be a lot better than people realize. Germany will be fascinating because they're young. The Netherlands are old, so we'll see how that turns out. Same with Belgium. Spain are the odds-on favorites. France is loaded.
Are you
with
gonna
talent.
Are you gonna try to go to a game in Seattle?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I don't care if it's Cape Verde and Saudi Arabia. I'm going. I want to see. I want to see a
Because
World Cup
we
game.
have Seattle. There's one in Vancouver too, right?
Yeah, I think I'm only going to go to Seattle. I mean, unless Vancouver is like a banger of a game, I think I can only afford and time permitting.
Well, and that's like doubling your drive too.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
It is, but like again, it's a World Cup on home soil. Well, I guess Vancouver's technically not, but I mean, you know what I mean. This kind of thing doesn't happen very often. So
No, it really doesn't.
where does this rank for you in lifetime viewing opportunities, like the Masters, Super Bowl, British Open? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Number one for me was a World Series.
Yeah.
And I've been fortunate enough to cross that off in
For your
Cleveland with
team.
my team. Yeah. So I've seen a World Series game. Very, very fortunate.
in the hometown, in your home team's
town.
park.
Yep. And won a game. LeBron
Yeah.
James was in the house as well, so that was really fun. A World Cup might be number 2.
Yeah.
I have a really weird affinity for the Australian Open, but that goes back to my bartending days. But I think World Cup is number 2 for me.
Because it would be on in the middle of the night when we're closing down the shop.
You got it. Yeah, I go to somebody's house or to the bar after I'm done, and this live sporting event on television is the Australian Open.
Look, and we always called it too. My wife, before we were married and dating, she lived like in the apartment complex behind the old Chicago. And once we closed down, a bunch of us would go to her apartment, and we called it Club Mandy.
Yep. If I could see Team USA
on U.S. soil.
On U.S. soil in Seattle,
be pretty dope.
A city that I know really well and
a good
enjoy
soccer
really
city.
well, and a great soccer city with a great stadium in Lumen Field. That would be pretty high on my list.
Mine would be in Zach Bench's Olympics. I don't know if I'd rather be in the arena for like, let's say USA France. USA snatches France's soul on French soil.
That would have been amazing,
especially with what Steph did. Maybe his greatest performance in his career.
He created the night.
I mean, that's what he solidified it. But I'd also love to be like, the Olympics are going to be in LA, in Memorial Stadium, or Memorial Coliseum, excuse me, for like the track and field events.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
I mean,
it'd be very old school feeling.
Well, it's
because
100
that stadium
years
is
old.
So old, yeah. It would feel, harken back to the 1980, right? 1980 Olympics
and 24.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. Olympics are interesting, yeah, and especially with the way basketball is right now. With the world's
catching pretty
up.
good. Look, I've said this now for 2 years. I don't think the U.S. is going to be favored going into the Olympics. I don't think they're going to be the gold medal favorite.
I would love to watch a USA-Canada
That'd be
Olympic
pretty good
matchup.
USA France is the one, obviously.
Well, yeah,
I would want to be in for, because I think France is going to be an absolute demon in 28.
Just to put a little bow on this real quick, and then we'll move on to a little bit of college football nuggies. You'll want to watch Norway. They have a guy named Erling Haaland who scores lots of goals.
Might be the best player on the
I do know that name.
You do know Erling Haaland?
I do know that name.
Beautiful blonde.
He's that super blonde dude, right?
Yeah. Super giant Norwegian dude. Yep. He is really, really fun. England is the second favorite to win the World Cup. They will somehow blow it,
Which
like
is
they
interesting
always
because
do.
they're the number 4 team in the world. Second favorite, but number 4 team in the world.
It's the names.
It's just
the names,
yeah,
dude.
It's
I
weird.
mean, you have Declan Rice, Phil Foden, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Harry
Everybody
Kane.
just tuned out and said, who?
I know. But like, of the top 100 players in the world,
Yeah, they've got a bunch of
They've got their entire starting team is a top 100 player. Some other fun teams. Let me try to hurry up. Austria will be good, so keep an eye on them. The African teams are always fascinating, except for South Africa. They're terrible. They are fascinating. Put a little eyeball on South Korea with Son Heung Min, who plays for the LAFC right now. He is a great player as well. And it's our birthright as Americans to root against Mexico in soccer.
Indeed.
Love the Mexican people. Some of my favorite people I've ever worked with, met in my entire life. Love their country. Hate their soccer team. 2-0, bitches. There's Rust with Sports.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
Red Tail Golf Center's holiday sale is going on now. Up to 50% off all your holiday golfing needs. Red Tail Golf Center, where we guarantee the lowest holiday prices. Visit us at redtailgolf.com. golfredtail.com. There we go. First on the Fan, the Trailblazers continue their road trip this afternoon in Detroit against the Pistons. 4:30 tip on KUNP. That is 2.2 on your antenna or Xfinity Channel 302. Donovan Clingan, Chris Murray, Robert Williams III are questionable. The Blazers are 7.5-point dogs. Portland 9-13 on the season. That is 10th in the Western Conference. The Lakers at the Celtics starts tonight's Prime Video doubleheader. Boston 7.5-point favorites in the 4 o'clock tip. Then it's the Thunder looking for win number 14 in a row. 15.5-point favorites hosting Cooper Flag and the Mavericks. Yahoo Sports' Ross Dellinger reporting Penn State finalizing an agreement with Iowa State head coach Matt Campbell to become their next head coach. The Des Moines Register says Campbell must pay $2 million to leave. In the NFL, Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon saying today, quarterback Kyler Murray will miss the rest of the season due to a foot injury. Colts cornerback Sauce Gardner out Sunday against the Jaguars with a calf injury. And ESPN's Jeremy Fowler reporting Lions defensive back Brian Branch suffering a torn Achilles in the fourth quarter of last night's win over the Cowboys. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Jeff Rust from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The home of prime time with Isaac and Sue. Weekdays 3 to 7. The Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
I'm going to spin some Randy Newman tonight when I get home. I'm going to drink a bottle of Jameson tonight. Just one of them tiny little airplane bottles. I stole that. That's a line Dave Matthews once told me.
You
said,
specifically?
I was probably like 100 feet from him when he said it.
Okay.
He said, I'm going to drink a bottle of Jameson tonight. We were like, dope, dude, that's awesome. He's like, I'm just joking, one of them little tiny bottles. Then we were like, a pint? Such a loser. I own it, though. Like,
Look,
if there's anything I can tell you is I might be a loser, but no one is more happy to be a loser than me.
I'm not anti-Dave like I am with the Grateful Dead, but I'm not pro-Dave.
I know you're not. Nobody is.
I mean, clearly plenty of people are.
I think I've been to more Dave Matthews concerts than any other act, and I am.
I know I have, and I'm proud of it.
Well, I'm just saying, but I got over them a long time ago. Nothing against them; they're fine. I was fine with the first, I think 2 albums, maybe the third, but after
the third
that,
is
like,
the opus.
Like I'm out.
The third's the best one. Dramatic pause.
No
dramatic pause.
No thanks.
I did find out there's a chance I could watch Belgium and Egypt, and my favorite player in the world, Mo Salah, in Seattle for the World Cup. So that got me a little excited during the break. I'm gonna have to break it down. I have to reach out to my buddy who's got the connects for tickets and see if he can't help me out, and I'll go with him. Have you been following this story, Danny, coming out of Kansas State?
Yeah, I mean, surprise, retirement.
Kind of out of nowhere, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
the coaching carousel keeps getting weird.
I mean, Kleiman's a guy who's kind of a guy was about as connected as much as one can be, I think, to a program like a Ferentz. You didn't think he was anything about that he was going to go anywhere, and then all of a sudden it was like, no, he's done.
Because they wanted their next Snyder.
Yeah,
they wanted their next Snyder,
and
someone who's going to be there forever.
That's what you thought Kleiman was going to be, and he was like, no, I'm out, retiring.
Yeah,
but they're keeping it in the family.
They are keeping it in the family, but the weirdest thing about this whole situation is it sounds like they had a team meeting, they talked to the players, and everyone voted to not be in a bowl game this year. What that is the strangest thing to me.
I think that's
Did
probably
something really go bad. Is that why he retired?
Yeah, I think something might have gone sideways, and maybe this world isn't for him anymore.
There's a weird story going on at Ohio University too. The Bobcats. Have you seen?
No,
this?
I haven't seen that one.
Their coach was basically escorted off campus, and he is in court with sealed affidavit from his wife. And nobody knows what's going on. They assume she's filing for divorce, and so they assume something happened there too. But if school officials have escorted you off campus,
that's it. Your problems are not our problems.
Getting a divorce and adultery is not something that can get you fired.
No,
unless it's on school grounds or with somebody,
with a school employee.
Exactly, that can be problematic.
Or a student.
Yeah.
So I definitely don't want to go there and say it's something like that at K-State. But what did you do to get your whole team to say, I don't want to go to a bowl game? Look, when you're a team that doesn't have national championship aspirations, look, if Oregon went to the Alamo Bowl this year, I think people would be pretty darn devastated on that. But if my team went to an Alamo Bowl this year, I would be stoked. And I feel like Kansas State players should be in the same zone. Are you looking at me weird because I accidentally picked the bowl that USC is projected to go to? I didn't mean to. I should have said the Sun Bowl in El Paso.
There you go.
I'm happy to go to the Sun Bowl in El Paso because my team won 6 games and I'm going bowling.
There you go.
And if I'm K-State, I know there were some high projections at the beginning of the year, preseason ranked. The big weird game in Ireland against Iowa State was kind of funky. So things went off the rails, but you still qualified for a bowl game. I'm happy to go, play a bowl game in Tennessee, or maybe I get the Hawaii Bowl. Maybe I get lucky and get the Hawaii Bowl.
I wonder what the dropout rate for bowl participants is at the Hawaii Bowl.
I'm going to go with 0.
I'd say it's pretty low.
Look, there might be 5 people in the stands at the Bahamas Bowl, but I'm going.
Right?
We're all going.
Like, I'll take that one.
I'm standing up in that team meeting, and I'm looking at every single person in the face and saying, I swear to dear tiny infant baby Jesus, if one of you votes no, you're gone.
Yeah.
We're escorting you off
We're
the property.
getting paid to go to
instantly.
the Bahamas. Shut up. In December.
We can lose by 70.
Yeah.
We can pull the pit against Notre Dame card. I don't care if we get blown out. And then get blown out. You're in the Bahamas. You're not going to the famous Idaho Potato Bowl.
That's
in
so
Boise
funny.
in Denver,
I literally was about to say, I wonder what the dropout rate is at the Potato Bowl.
Dude, Albertsons Field in Boise is a really nice stadium.
Yeah.
It's a really cool place. It's Idaho in December.
Yeah,
it's
ain't
not
warm.
fun. It's not fun.
No.
There's a reason like Washington State doesn't have a bowl game they sponsor in Seattle because it's not fun to play football in December here.
No.
I'm just shocked that K-State doesn't want to go to a bowl game. It's just kind of weird to me.
It is a little weird, but there's clearly something going on.
Has to be.
But they're bringing in Klein, who was recently the offensive coordinator at A&M, K-State legend.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is, again, when we talk about these jobs around the country where, maybe you shouldn't have to hire in-house.
Right.
But like Stanford, you probably want to hire in-house. Kansas State, I think, is the place you want to.
Some jobs are
Iowa
just like
State,
that.
With Campbell. Like,
what are they going to do when Ferentz goes to Iowa?
You're probably somebody in-house.
Somebody that, because you'll want to keep that Iowa tradition
Braum
going.
at Louisville and kind of what they've done there. Like,
because other programs, let's take Ohio State and Oregon, for example. You can have different coaches. Look, Jim Tressel, Urban Meyer, and Ryan Day. I know Ryan Day comes from the Herb tree, but those are three very, very different cultures.
100%.
Just look at the last three at Oregon. Willie Taggart, Mario Cristobal, and Dan Lanning.
Couldn't find three more different people.
That would be an awkward dinner date if I sat down with the three
when you do like the which table are you sitting at thing?
I might say no to that table. Just be weird.
Or you're like cringe and you're like,
totally
send me to that table.
But I mean, look at even Alabama. Nick Saban built a brand there, and DeBoer is very different.
Oh, yeah.
And they can get away with that. Some places just either don't want to or can't. I mean, that's why Marcus Freeman does so well at Notre Dame right now. Because he just fits. He fits it.
Militant.
Yeah. Ty Willingham never fit that.
Nor did Weiss.
Nor did Charlie Weiss. Exactly. Great example. I don't think Brian Kelly did either. No. And he had a lot of success at Notre Dame. But he just didn't look right.
No.
He actually looks better at LSU from an aesthetic.
Yes. I would agree.
Than at Notre Dame. And some places want to carry that on. K-State, I guess, is trying.
Mm-hmm.
This has to be a punch in the gut. And you're right. Something must have gone down because there's no reason why they wouldn't go to a bowl game.
But again, this is another, Power 4 job. That was at 13, 14 now.
So weird, man.
And this one was like, what? Wait, what?
And now Iowa
State needs a coach. So
who's left? Like the dominoes continue to fall. Is Iowa State the one that takes the brunt of all of this?
Because there's nothing left.
Penn State's failure has sunk Iowa State football. Brutal. Because Campbell's going to take a ton of people with him. He has to.
Yeah, I mean.
He has to.
Well, I mean,
they have two recruits.
Penn State has nobody.
Yeah.
So.
All right, we come back, closing arguments. Suck Little Blazers. They're in action tonight. 105.1 The Fan.
firm of Harris and Meringue is wrapping up for the day.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled.
Which means it's time for the closing arguments. Brought to you by Leskin Law. One-day divorce mediation. Peace treaties, not war plans. Visit LeskinLaw.com for more information.
You want answers? I want the truth!
On the Fan Sports Network.
You can't handle the truth!
105.1 and 1080, The Fan.
All right, that's going to do it for us today. Closing arguments brought to you by Leskin Law. Visit LeskinLaw.com for more information should you need some help. Steve is your man. Go check him out. Good little show today. Happy Friday. We'll send you into your weekend. The Blazers are in action tonight. Another early tip for you, Danny.
Do love it.
I know you love it.
Because I get home before 11, dark 30.
I know, on a Friday, too.
And honestly, the away games, I'm just at the TV station.
I know.
So it's super
Just chill. Just you and Joe getting all fat and sassy.
It's me, Joe, producer Danny, Steve Dunn, and Deb Knapp will pop in. Dave Selesky.
I've never heard you talk about your producer.
Producer Danny?
Yeah. Good dude?
Good dude, Youngman.
I don't know why I asked that question.
Yeah,
What were you
no.
going to be like? I hate the guy. He sucks.
No, he's good. The only thing I hold against him, he's a Duck fan.
Well.
But he's a Raider fan, too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just torn from both sides for
Mhm.
you.
One organization has won titles.
What's the injury report tonight? I haven't looked at it. Did you see it?
This guy's questionable.
Just questionable.
Yeah,
so just a coin flip. We'll find out when tip.
Danny's,
maybe an hour
Danny's
before.
pretty beat up.
Might need a night
So-
off. Detroit's pretty good.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Let me pull it up. I was looking at it earlier. Donovan's still fighting some
Mud
stuff
butt.
too. Yeah. So let's see. Yesterday, Donovan had the lower leg contusion. Chris has got the hip contusion. Rob was on the injury management. And then Young was with the remix. I don't think he's going to join them here. So they're already a little shorthanded.
You know, it might be an okay night to just take off.
Detroit's pretty good.
They're pretty good. And boy, the guys could just use it. When's the next game? Is the next game Sunday?
Yeah, I think they have they have a game on the 7th, and then they have 4 days off because when we land in Baltimore, we're going to go out to dinner, do our thing. I got to be back to the hotel early because I got to do TV from the hotel.
You're doing TV from the hotel?
Yeah, I did it last year too.
Would you like a surprise appearance from one Patrick Harris?
You want to pop in?
Big NBA guy.
There you go.
Talking to you Blazer folk out there.
Yeah, we did it. I want to say it was about 1:30 in the morning from my hotel room last year.
Oh, brutal, because it's East Coast.
Yeah, and it was a home game then. So this one, I believe, is a road. I think it's Memphis. I need to double check it. But
Memphis is in the Western Conference, aren't they? Western
I
time
know,
zone.
They're a little closer. I think the tip time's a little bit better this year. But also last year it was the Friday night, which was after like the big USA. For those that don't know, USA puts on for us.
I just got an email this morning about my dietary restrictions.
Yeah, dude.
I'm going to tell them I'm allergic to meatloaf and pineapple.
The restaurant we went to last year, they shut down the entire restaurant on the Potomac, had a fireworks show.
Wow.
I mean, it was like a 5-course dinner. It was an Italian restaurant. Some of the best food I've ever had.
Thank you for your service.
This is a hill that I will always die on, is that if you don't like meatloaf, it's because you've never had good meatloaf.
You know, and I also don't like turds because I've never eaten a great turd either.
God bless America.
I got bad jokes for days too, Rusty.
Meatloaf is delightful.
It's disgusting,
It's
dude.
awesome.
No.
You know, tell me next that you hate sloppy joes too, because all you've ever had is a manwich.
I don't really care for sloppy joes either.
I'm with Harris on this.
I'm not anti-sloppy Joe. It's just I'm never like, ooh, that sounds good.
I make a tremendous sloppy joe.
I just,
Is that what you call it?
dude.
I mean, that's what it's called.
My dad used to make meatloaf all the time when I was a kid, and I never
God, I
ate
hate
it.
you.
I never ate it. The last time I ever saw my father, he made meatloaf for me, and my friends ate it and loved it and said it was fantastic. I took one bite, said this is still disgusting. I said, Dad, I hate meatloaf. He goes, really? Since when? And I said, my entire life. And he goes, huh, I never knew that. I think that's the last conversation I ever had with my dad.
Wow.
It's about
Big
that damn
big gulps,
meatloaf.
huh?
It's about that damn meatloaf.
So there might be
dude.
more to the meatloaf than just the meatloaf.
Well, when he was in a coma, I had a conversation, but he didn't really talk back. Should we just keep doubling down on this or
My
what?
God, I got like 45 seconds till I have to start this show close music. Can we get there?
Can we just all be quiet
Yeah.
and wait the clock out here. Anybody got weekend plans?
So Blazers tonight, huh?
Anybody got good weekend plans?
Might head down to the coast for the old
All right.
atmospheric river.
All right.
I tell you what, man.
Coast River
felt like
would
an
be
atmospheric
awesome.
river last night and into today.
Yeah,
Good
last night was
God.
wild. I had to go pick up my kids yesterday, and I'm standing outside waiting to grab them. It's just dumping on me. I have a liquor-based party tomorrow, so if I don't come in on Monday, y'all know why.
There you go.
Y'all know why.
Detroit favored by 7.5 tonight.
7.5.
Mm-hmm.
I might take it. The Blazers might just sit guys.
You might have some guys sitting. You're already shorthanded. Cade Cunningham's playing at MVP level. Jalen Duren's been a monster. Like
2026, 27
Well,
MVP.
and the
Cade Cunningham,
7.5,
you heard it
I'm
right
not
here.
gonna lie, that feels a little small to me because I think the other night they were 11.5 point dogs at Cleveland.
It was a pretty big number.
It was a big one.
Yeah, which was a little bit surprising. But also they're at the end of a road trip.
And that was the second of a back-to-back.
And the Blazers have the toughest schedule in the league so far. After tonight's game, they switched to having the least difficult schedule the rest of the season.
And we will never talk about them again. Ever.
There you go. Nope.
No more Blazers ever again.
Mm-hmm.
That'll do it for
All
us.
USC.
That'll do it for us. I hope you all have a great weekend. We'll
And
catch you.
national stuff.
We'll catch you on Monday. I'm not touching that one. That's my guy, Danny Meringue. That's Jeff Rust on the ones and twos. I'm Patrick Harris. Go do something I do.
Bye.